Welcome back to the Reggies podcast. Here with three blokes who could have been anything but decided to have fun instead. Fresh off the back of Magic Round, fellas. I think I'm all rugby leagued out.
Yeah,
Rugby if that's
league
possible.
has done me one.
Huge recap, obviously, of the weekend and the footy coming up. Absolute heartbreak in the AFL for the Hawthorn Football Club. I may have early crowed Kingy on Sunday afternoon when we were about 6 goals up, but that's coming up. We have the Fury-Usyk card to cover. We got the F1 and V8s to cover from our man on the ground, Big Zakiah.
Yeah.
Righto, boys. Let's get into it. Magic Round, absolute madness.
Yeah.
It's a proper festival style, and it's a festival of rugby league.
It is, mate.
It's pretty cool to see all that shit going on Caxton Street before and after and during the games, especially when it's, 1, 2 in the afternoon and the sun's out and it's a beautiful day and it's just fucking league everywhere.
Yeah, even the styles of jerseys.
Yeah.
that you get to see
Everyone
floating
had
around.
jersey
And
on, yeah.
That was cool.
They must have done something down that end where we were, where a section of it got shuffled out each game and all the fans went there. Because I remember seeing full Raiders once.
Yeah, so-
Warriors.
Yep.
We worked it out. Well, Jace worked it out. He had his wits about him on Sunday. And I said, I wonder what happens here. And there was the 3 sections at each end per day. So one with the far, say you're looking at the goalposts, the far right one was the 2 o'clock game.
Yeah.
The middle one was the middle game, and the
Gotcha.
far left one. Yeah. But in saying that, what's the go? Because you can obviously buy a 1-game ticket. Is that true or what?
Yeah,
Because we were
Surely
trying
it'd
to
be
ask.
day passes, man.
We thought that as well, but then like the Warriors game, that's coming up in a bit. That was easily the fucking best crowd.
Yeah,
like
for
apart
sure.
from the Broncos,
Vocal.
obviously, in our away game we had, the Warriors was the best crowd, but they were gone by the second game.
Yeah.
So it's like, if there is just 1-game tickets, let us know. And also, how do you police that?
How the fuck do you sanction that?
Don't know.
Like,
Come
obviously-
down. We didn't see any seckies marching them out. So.
No. I don't think you would be able to, but somebody else might walk in and go, hey, you're in me seat. And then you'll have to get out. But you could still just roam around the stadium.
Question,
Yeah.
why the fuck would you want to watch one game?
I know, but I think you must be able to. Because there was definitely different crowd sizes, man, for each game.
I reckon
sure.
there'd be blokes that don't even go to the footy once and they just go to the Caxton for 3 days and they're around the street and shit if
Well,
they miss a ticket.
There was one bloke that we know that, well, I won't say his name just in case he gets in trouble, but he went to the Victory Hotel at fucking 10 a.m. on the Saturday, had the full three-game ticket to the footy, went to the Vic at 10 a.m. Saturday, left at 3 a.m. like
Sunday
the next
morning.
morning. Didn't leave
And
the
was
Vic.
back there on Sunday. We ran into him.
It was back there for lunch on Sunday.
Really?
Also got information that on the Friday night, even when they went to the game, he had his seat and everything. He just walked around Suncorp for fucking 4 or 5 hours.
See, and do you know what? He would have had a fucking beautiful time.
He would have had the best
He
time.
loves rugby league, and he still just went, I'm just going to
Because the other thing is too, like in the box, it was great. Like you sit down and you watch for a bit, but then you might talk shit with someone. You go get a drink, you grab a fucking dog's eye off the platter, you talk in there for a bit, and you go, hey, what happened there? And look up at the screen. So it's all about like just being in the atmosphere. But as far as like being able to sit here now and go through all the games, you'd have to fucking watch a highlights thing to actually see the real nitty gritty bits of a lot of the games.
Yeah, I agree. I did watch a lot, though.
yeah,
I
me
watched
too.
a lot. The Friday night's a bit hazy. So Saturday. Oh, so Sunday. But I definitely watched a lot of games.
There was definitely moments, though, where I'd be talking to the boys. Oh, they'd be like, do you remember when that happened? I'd go,
No, yeah.
I watched
true.
full 80 minutes of that, and I do not remember it.
I reckon Jason and I said rugby league at least 4,000 times.
4,000.
Just,
4 million.
just to everything.
Everything. Because
Just substituted
when you think
rugby
about
league
it,
for every word.
it really was the most rugby league weekend of all time. And if you are not a rugby league fan, you don't get what I mean there, then there's no point explaining it, because
Yeah.
a true rugby league fan knows what I mean by that statement.
Is this, we were not arguing, but we were discussing what is, when you go up and you get a schooner, what's a schooner of rugby league? Is it a 4X?
Yeah, it's pretty much, well, from Queensland it is.
For sure.
Yeah.
When
gotta
you're in
be
the
a 4X.
when you're in Caxton and you look around and it's just you just say rugby league and then
mate.
there's a 4X in your hand.
2 rugby leagues.
That has got to be the go-to. Maybe not in dad kissing territory, but for us definitely is.
Maybe a 2s.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe a 2
But man, Magic Round, I had high expectations and they were met. But it was still, I knew how it was going to be, and it still blew my dick clean off how fucking unreal the weekend was.
You couldn't have it anywhere else.
Fuck no.
Nah.
The way that's set up, like even leaving, you just keep walking towards the city centre and you end up finding a cab,
Or
or
you
you're
walk
nearly
wrong.
fucking there anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or you walked the wrong direction a couple of times, Gropes.
Oh, once.
Fucking was it the
once.
Friday or the Saturday
We
night?
went like 200 metres and I'm looking at the 4X fucking brewery and I'm like, this is wrong. Because I used to live here and this is going west.
That
not
was the whole
fucking-
narrative too. It was like, should we get maps up? You're like, nah, I'll live here. I know where I'm going. And then when it's like, that's the brewery.
As soon as I
And
saw
then
the
we went,
4X brewery, I went,
Wrong
fuck, we've gone the wrong way. Nah, it was prime. Definitely can't have it anywhere else. At least not for the immediate future anyway.
Nah, you know, if you're going to, it's just more being able to go directly to the pub, walk up the road without fucking heaps of cars and shit interaction, the whole street blocked off.
Yep.
Fucking.
I wonder what they're, have they got anything in place that it's locked in there for the next however many years?
Surely, because this was going to be the last year before they decided where they're taking it. But you just can't have it anywhere else.
Yeah, grand final. Keep
Yeah.
those Magic Round.
Yeah, grand final stay to call.
Fair trade.
Yeah.
If you tried to do Magic Round in Sydney at a core, you'd get about 300 people. So
Yeah, I don't
there's no
reckon
point.
You'd get anyone.
New Zealand was the only other one where it's like, you know, repay them for their years through COVID and shit. But that's
Yeah,
a long
true. That'd be awesome for them to do it over there, actually.
Remember when they did the Nines comp over there?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
see Auckland Nines
Fucking
pre-season. That was actually not too bad.
Fuck, you'd struggle. I reckon any coach would struggle to let their guns play nines
Yeah.
at the moment with all the injuries and shit
Oh,
going
it's
on.
fucking hectic, isn't it?
You would never
Players are
let
getting
'em-
arrested like Nico Hines for his calf and Walsh for his knee just because it's sore.
Yeah.
It's like, don't fucking bother.
Yeah, the 1 week knee, that was a bit shit from Walshy.
strange.
Anyway.
Before we go any further, I just want to give you a bit of a warning. It's not like next week or anything, but the 5th and 6th of June, we're going to do the Moya shirt. Now, the idea behind it was, you know, we had a lot of people message saying, hey, we want to get a shirt. Might have been new listeners or blokes who missed out and that. So we're like, oh, we'll do another run. And then we thought, oh, well, you know, there's a fair bit that's happened in the show since we did the last one, you know. The jersey dropped the baggy reg. So we thought we'll make a little adjustment and chuck the fucking jersey and the baggy reg on Jay Daly's dome.
He's been upgraded.
He's been
big time.
upgraded to a fucking proper RRLC Reggie.
Front rower that he is.
That's right. So, in saying that, we didn't know how many people who've already got one and be keen for one, and obviously the new people. So, we're going to do a pre-sale. So, if you're keen on it, we'll put up the images and shit like that and run the pre-roll so you don't miss out. But yeah, it'll be a pre-sale on the 5th and 6th of June for all you mad units to get the 25 edition fucking. Yeah.
24?
yeah.
24. Anyway.
There you go.
He's time traveled, this bloke. That's
Yeah.
what Magic Round does to you.
Yeah.
The original idea had heaps of messages from people saying, oh, yeah, he's going to do another run. I'm like, oh, probably not. And then we had heaps of messages. So, yeah, fuck it. We'll do a pre-sale so then everyone who missed out can get one. And then, let's chuck the red in the jersey on daily as well for the fucking...
Because even if you haven't missed out, then you fucking want a better version of this bloke right behind us.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Even more
It does look
exclusive
good.
that we talked about the jersey is a once a year thing, different style. This is the inaugural. So that's going to be Daly wearing this jersey exactly. So it is just exclusivity on top of exclusivity.
Yeah. So, yeah, doing the pre-sale just so that everyone who missed out last time can't miss out again. It'll be, 48 hours?
Yeah, 48 hours.
48-hour pre-sale, 5th and 6th of June. So plenty of time. We'll do up a bit more of
Yeah.
a...
Just sort of give you a
for
little
this.
teaser anyway. You'll see heaps of it, but yeah.
On the back of that, great to see some Reggies and jerseys
Yeah.
steaming around
Shit, yeah.
Milton on the weekend. Fucking oath. I saw from where we were sitting up on that Caxton Street end behind the posts. I've just looked up to my right and my eyes just went bang. Straight on the top tier was the big old fucking Squeeze logo on some Joe. He just turned around, he had the jersey on. Probably couldn't see us, but I was just fuck yes, mate.
Do you know what I thought was unreal, and it just shows you how Reggie we are too? His old mate's jersey that had the CTC emblem upside down.
Oh, the
yeah.
Gilly centres, yeah.
Oi,
Fuck me.
but he's got the most exclusive of the exclusive.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Do you know how those coins get misprinted and they're worth 3 times?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's like his fucking.
Shows
jersey.
that our
Yeah, so I
manufacturers
don't-
are
for
Reggies
people who
too.
didn't see it, because it just got sent to us. No, it didn't get posted anywhere.
Ah.
Gilly sent it to us. He met a bloke, and his CTC logo on his left arm was upside down. So we were just like, oh, fuck. Oh, so
And
that
so
was,
it just suits, really, though.
it does. It really does.
And he was a good sport, oh, mate. He would have thought,
Yeah.
right,
Didn't
copy.
blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah. He fucking loved
Yeah, he
it.
probably didn't even know.
One
Yeah.
unique.
Anyway, fucking A. So keep your eyes out on that, but yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Hey, what about those lads we met from Yeppoon?
Oh.
They were just elite company, weren't they?
Mate.
So Tommy's come and said, oi, I'm in this other little corporate box thing. Swing down there. Jace had left for the airport. Come down here. The boys are up and about. They've got me back.
Because the flies were
'cause
dropping, weren't they?
They
Like
were
it-
dropping.
Yeah.
So I've walked down. I'm trying to find this box and trying to find the one that he told me. And I see that it says fucking Jake Norton Electrical. And I'm like, I fucking know that cunt. And I walked in, looked at him. I went, oh, maybe I don't. And then I saw another couple of blokes that I'd definitely met before and I knew them by first name. And I went, where are you from? Yeppoon? Yep, sweet. Oh, do you know this bloke and this bloke? Yep. I'm like, righto, we've definitely been on the piss together.
Yeah.
And fuck, man, it was the games were like the game was like the afterthought. It was the
Yeah.
halftime, full time breaks that
Yeah.
they were just. That's what they were there for.
Yeah.
Morale was
Fuck
getting
yeah.
up. So pretty much Knuckles comes in and sits next to me, and I'm on fucking Struggle Street, but I'm like, sweet, this is me time just to chill out, taper off, and, watch some footy. And he fucking sits next to me, and he goes, hey, Tommy, job's on, bros. And I went, fucking, what do you mean? He goes, mate, I need you to lift for me here. And I'm like, what are we doing? He goes, well, there's these cunts down in this corporate box, mate, and they want a guest speaker at halftime to give them a fucking rev up. Like to get them pumped up. And I'm like, but I need one of those cunts. And I was thinking, oh, no. And I went, fuck it, righto, let's go. So I got in there. And they all sat around this thing, just looking down at the end. And I'm sitting next to old mate, and he stood up. And they
There's
had
like big long table.
Yeah.
Picture a big long table with about fucking 12 chairs either side.
Yeah, and all the boys are sitting there, and fucking he stood up with the remote, which they're using as the fucking microphone, and give me like a pump in, and then give it to me, and I had to give him, this is the fucking time to lift, boys, like it's coming.
Yeah.
Dig
Anyway, did that. It was fucking went all right, and then she's just the songs, mate.
Yeah,
And
just belting the
pumping around,
table,
just
fucking songs. It was
unreal.
unreal. And that was all the in between the games.
Yeah.
And that's what got them up and about. And then
Yeah.
the footy would start and they'd go back outside and use the seats outside their corporate box and fucking watch some footy. Yeah, it was awesome.
But picked up one of the greatest morale sort of things for blokes who like a punt like we do, us degenerates. And what they did was, before all the boys went for the trip, one of the lads is right into his punt, and I think he's in
he owns KO Racing,
Yeah.
which is a racing syndicate.
Yeah.
Called KO Racing. Kobe O'Brien, great bloke. That's one of the blokes I knew.
Yeah.
Because I'd been on the piss with him years ago.
Yeah.
And
one of the lads who's right in around it sort of thing. So what they did was, obviously knew all the boys really well, previous stories, how they go on the piss, on
Yeah.
the benders, and how they perform on trips away. So they've done a full race market.
like a proper field.
Yeah, field of market for everyone. And
With
they're,
odds.
and they're starting odds for the whole trip and a little spiel. So what they were doing was stopping and giving live updates because it's near the end of the trip and old mate must have hooked in on day one, so he's had a good start and he's been wound in from 13s to fucking 750. Diggers shit the bed, he's out to fucking 23. Like, just so good. And I'm sitting there going, what a fucking great idea.
The actual market update was fucking cracker because Kobe got up, grabbed the microphone remote and fucking stood up there and went, yeah, righto, mark it up, and did not break fucking character.
No,
the whole
no,
time.
it was like that halftime thing with the betting updates from
with fucking Joel Kane. Honestly, it was
so
fucking
good.
elite.
It's so entertaining, and it was one of those rooms you go in, and it would have taken a lot to pick me up morale wise, but I was fucking in with like
it
hitting
did,
the
it got you
table
up.
with
Yeah.
the boys, and the songs are going on with the skulls and stuff, and Mate,
crashed. I
Yeah.
crashed hard after it, but I was
For a
at
bit
least,
you were up.
At least I got through the last game.
I got one of the boys, the ringleader, in there to give me I said, mate, write me a little paragraph so I can give who won and that a shout. And Evan Viper Smith
Yeah,
won MVP.
Evan Smith.
And this bloke, you looked at him
deserved it.
and just went, that cunt looks fun as.
Yeah, he was
know,
Reggie.
Some blokes just have it about
he
He
was
it.
a Reggie.
was singing this song that they did. It was the idea, Roger, got everyone into it and then pick someone out to make Skull.
Yeah.
He would have given himself the Skull from the song that he started about 5 times and sculled a cup of red wine.
No, it was the fullest cups of red wine, and they were gone in a second. It was like he could open the throat
And he was still
just
going,
bang. Yeah,
Like just, oh man. So Evan Viper Smith MVP, and he's got Nordo, and then he's got Jace O'Neill, Pilchard Poolwee.
Nordo was
in the
fucking
places.
the ringleader.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
he name himself?
Yeah.
Self-proclaimed
He's got,
second
look,
place.
that's the paragraph he wrote. Nordo, Jace O'Neill, Pilchard Poolwee in the placings. Hell of a race. That's all he gave me.
Yeah,
So,
fair enough too.
But mate, yeah, just great. And we've done the same sort of thing, Gropes, for your bucks this weekend,
Yeah,
mate.
so we did up a market earlier today for me Bucks party this weekend.
Yeah.
We got Doomben Cup Saturday afternoon in the corporate box. Probably going to be the best day of my life.
It's going to be
until
brilliant.
I get married, obviously, sweetheart. But it's just my scene.
Yeah, mate.
I've never been in one of those boxes at the races before.
Yeah.
Where everything is paid for, done, catered. And we're not just talking beer, we're talking the lot. Fucking hamburger the lot in the drinks department.
which was me main sort of thing about the box we were in. It's like when you're there for 3 days and you're
yeah.
just hooking into the streets before that as well. You're not going to run out and just bang 10 beers.
Yeah,
on
but
day 2.
I made a point of, because I reckon if I drink spirits straight up, I struggle to get pissed.
Yeah.
But if I go back to beer, it's like you start again.
Yeah.
It honestly, someone said
old
to me today,
Norwegian
they're
reset.
like, it's a reset. He said that this bloke at work said he's done it before where it was like 10, 11 at night, third day in, fourth day in, whatever they were doing, they were drinking these fucking whatever they were and could not fucking get drunk. And he's like, what if we just start again? And they started
Quick
back on the
restart.
beers and they had said that it was the trip home the next day, worst ever. They were that hungover because they got that written off.
So that's prime, mate. So she's the full, yeah. Because I haven't been
The
to a
big
box at
reset.
the races either, man.
Yeah, I know.
I'm fucking very excited for that.
They've made us, when I added the spirits package on
Yeah.
for fucking 20 blokes,
Yeah.
she was like, okay, what's the additional food package that you want? I said, oh, no.
None of that.
We don't need that. She goes, it's RSA licensing rules that if you get more piss, you need more food. And I was like, copy, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay, add another $25 a head for food on top that we will definitely eat.
Surely they get those dog's eyes from Suncorp over there.
Oh, how good were those?
Man, those are the best little dog's eyes. The Friday night, I just wasn't eating. I was just happy with pounding beers. And then I was like, probably should put something in
I'll
my
have
gut.
one little mini
I'll have
pie.
one little dog's eye and one turned into 5 because they were just so fucking good, man.
I smashed that many of them on the Sunday because I was sort of just tipping them in cautiously on the Sunday.
I was prepared for my flight to be missed just for them.
Yeah,
and then
that
I get a text about 15 minutes after I leave from Grove saying, you're not going to believe what they just brought out. I was like, don't you fucking tell me that right now.
Then I sent him the table full because
table
everyone
full of
must
them.
have been not eating them and they just spread them across the table. He wasn't happy. But anyway, yeah, I cannot wait for that Saturday or just the Saturday day.
What time she start? Like, for the day?
So, just found out, I haven't even told the fucking lads the update yet, but they're looking at adding another race at Doomben on Saturday. So it's going to be a 10-race card.
Oh, yeah.
And because they don't have lights, they've got a legal obligation not to race after 4:30 because of the shorter days.
Yeah.
Which means race number 1, Doomben, hasn't been confirmed, looking like an 11:08 start.
That's perfect.
So the reason that she's emailed me is she said what we're going to do is let you in the suite earlier at 11 instead of 11:30. so that you can be in there for the first race.
first,
And I'm
yeah,
like,
wow.
fucking oath, that is mint.
Huge.
So, yeah, that hasn't been confirmed. They got to wait for acceptances tomorrow or today as you're listening, and then it'll be all confirmed when the race one will be.
Beautiful,
But,
mate.
yeah, so we've done up a market today.
Yeah.
And might read a few out on Thursday because I still got to do a bit of fine.
Yeah, we'll give them. That's the go. Punch show too, so it'll suit.
Punch show, yeah.
We'll run them through the
Look,
field.
I'll give you one. Runner number 17, Tom Barbary, opening up at $201. That's to win. This is for MVP, by the way.
Yeah, MVP of the trip.
It's MVP of the trip. So Tom Barbary opening at 201. The little spiel they've put in here is turns into an absolute pest after 6 to 7 beers. He will almost certainly piss either his pants or his bed if he decides to try keep up with the big boys.
Jeez, they must have got some inside info there.
So, yeah, get
Wow.
that right into you, Barbs. And, yeah, look,
Did Best Bets do that little spiel up for you?
best bets, yeah. Fucking Tony Brassel.
Oh, Gator.
Yeah, Gator.
No, it's going to be a ripper, mate. I think it's, and like you said, it's your bucks. It's perfectly suited to the shit you love doing.
Yeah, it's
Which
gonna
is
be
the whole
fun.
idea.
And then we've got the footy on Sunday, which will be, good to get back to Suncorp for some more rugby
Been a long
league.
time since
Yeah.
it's been there.
Bit of league.
Just to watch a bit of league. But that one being at 2 p.m, the Sunday's perfect day.
Yeah.
Because Friday night, we can just fucking go to a pub, go to a bar. All the boys can catch up because no one will have all been together. It's 20 of me fucking best mates, basically, and we're all going to be there all catching up. Perfect. And then the footy on Sunday will get us out and about,
Yeah.
Anyway.
I should buy myself a pair of sunnies.
Yeah, I lost a pair on the
So
weekend.
much
losing
nice.
I lost them twice, actually. Knuckles had them on his eyes. 24 hours later, I was like, are they fucking mine? And he's like, oh, fuck if I know. I just went, you beauty. I said, you should keep them, man, because I will lose them. And he gave them back, and I lost the cups.
Sure enough, you did.
Anyway, did anyone see old mate grub me in the RRLC and put that video up of me?
Yes.
Oh,
Give him
that
the
Flipping
finger.
the Manly fans off.
That
Cheers
was.
for that.
I think after watching it, you can see must have been a penalty call or something, and you and I were like, one point we sat there, looked at each other, and went, "Oh, why are our heads so sore?" and I was like,
man.
maybe because we've screamed for 20 minutes straight at this game. So then it was a little light, yep, applauds, yeah, high five, and then boss.
Yeah, they put them up on the big screen.
Yeah.
The Manly fans. So I was doing it to the big screen.
He just sniped you straight from the crowd.
Fucking how's this cunt, Jace's form? We've just won 13-12. We're up and about. Gone to fucking do the big embrace. Jace has just got a bit low, driven up, clipped me underneath the chin, and I dead set and he bit my tongue
It
off.
was like McGregor against Cowboy Cerrone.
There was
Shoulder
fucking
straight
claret
in. Yeah.
in my
Oh,
mouth. I
true.
could taste it, and I'm like, fuck. So I went into the toilet and pulled me tongue to the side, sort of thing, and I had fucking 2 big bleed marks either side.
It was like, yeah, and you were kind of sitting there like, what have I done? What have I done? And it's like, my tongue. I was like, oh no.
I think I just bit the cunt off.
Gonna be sitting there on Tuesday going, welcome back to the Reggies.
So anyway, awesome weekend, good recap. Heaps to cover still in the NRL. So let's
Plenty.
get straight into that. I've got a bit of a what do you call this? A serious one. It is a serious one. Quick shout out to Payne Haas. I'm going to read from here because I don't want to fuck any of this up because he has had one of the roughest times off the field and you would never ever know because of how he carries himself, and I've just never heard him talk about it or whinge about it or even speak about it. So his mother was in that car crash in prison now, I believe.
Yep.
Payne's one of 9 kids. The 10th passed away, who apparently was Payne's best mate.
Yep.
So he's had a brother pass away. Dad has now been done in a foreign country. He left the country 8 months ago. So left the kids or whatever. Don't know why. Done in a foreign country in possession of fucking 5 kilos of meth or a kilo of meth. I couldn't remember the actual weight.
Wow.
But the important part is that carries the death penalty for that crime in that country if found guilty. Payne's taken custody of the kids under 18. What a fucking warrior, man. you'd never ever hear anything about it, but that is a bit on.
Well, you
off
think
the field.
about
There's a lot to
you think
carry.
about the shit that you're anxious about all week, or that you're fucking struggling with, and that. And, you know, there would be people with similar stuff. But for someone at that high profile
That's right,
and to have the pressure that he has on him and stuff like that, to have to do not only his job, which would be hard for a lot of people his age and just people in general, but to carry that burden in your personal life and not even mention it once and carry yourself to such a high standard.
Or be in much off-field drama yourself and could just easily go, oh, well, you know, it's because of this. Like, that's happened to me.
No, that's fucking massive.
yeah,
man.
that's
Unreal.
respect to him. That's
Unreal.
fucking terrible.
And I reckon it would honestly be like he'd run out onto that field and just go, righto, I've got 80 minutes where I don't have to fucking think about anything else other than drilling these cunts, you know?
He's
So,
a very
like,
religious man too.
yeah.
But even now you go as well that the pressure is on to do well, because like he's got a lot more than just himself to look after.
That's
And
right.
a lot of other lads his age, that's all they got to look out for.
Still a young
themselves,
bloke too.
Yeah, I know, he's
still
like
very
24,
early 20s,
25.
yeah.
Unreal. I just, when I heard the thing, I remembered all the other stuff that had happened with the mum and now this with the old boy. Like, who knows why he's left? Where I seen it, there was people saying, oh, what kind of father just ups and leaves? But you don't know what happened
one
there.
knows
That
the
doesn't
full
matter what
story,
happened there. But the fact that now he's been done, what that crime
Serious
means in that
repercussions.
country, like if he is found guilty, fucking Big Payne's got a lot of responsibility and you'd never know. So I just think fucking hat
Credit
off
to him, yeah.
Brad Arthur boys, Gonski.
Yeah.
Sack.
Surprising, eh? I honestly thought that they'd wait for Moses to come back and give him a crack at,
Yeah.
you know, trying to
I
fucking...
think he's been stiffed a bit. It's like, I didn't think he was the entire problem for Para, because 2 years ago they were in a fucking grand final and they've had a stiff run of injuries. Gutho and Moses, their two probably best players, are out at the moment. But I think the biggest thing is sacking him. It's like, okay, fair enough. Shit form. You've got to sack someone.
Yeah.
Who the fuck's going to do a better job at the moment?
Well,
Long term, like you're gonna have
Wayne after the Rabbitohs.
yeah. So I mean, they said, "Oh, we wanted Wayne. I was like, surely you realised you weren't going to get him. So keep Brad Arthur there until you know you've got a good replacement."
but Wayne
I
wouldn't
just-
commit to the Rabbits in his presser on Sunday.
Yeah.
He was classic Wayne the whole time.
Typical Wayne fashion. And then
But
it comes
I
out and
think he
signed
has.
with
No,
Yeah.
but
I read
that's
some-
come out, but he hasn't confirmed it.
Well,
I
Rabbitohs
thought I read
posted
something
today.
Yeah, from
It
the
was
Rabbitohs.
today?
them. Yeah.
Righto.
Rabbitohs
Okay.
posted themselves today that he's coming on next year.
Okay.
Till is it 27?
Yeah, 3
think.
years, I think.
Righto.
That's
I
a
didn't
long
see
time
that
for a
today.
bloke
I
of
just
that
seen
age.
on Sunday night he wouldn't confirm it in
Yeah.
his press conference. Yeah, righto. So they didn't get Wayne.
I think it'd be a thing where like they were in the top 4 for probably 2-3 years there, and every chance like made it the finals and stuff and looking pretty good. I think they probably just went, look, I think that period is gone now. And
Yeah,
they
yeah,
probably
yeah.
just went, do we think Brad or
reshuffle.
yeah, well,
So-
probably saw it as a time to go. Well, we're not winning a premiership this
They're
year.
going to be in
probably
rebuild
next,
mode, surely.
Few names. Barrett's the obvious for me.
Yeah.
He's already had a go at it though. He's going to be interim coach.
Oh, is he?
Yep, because he's an assistant there. Jason Riles, he coaches at Melbourne, but he's already knocked.
Who did he knock back?
Did he knock him back or did he just not go for it? Because I remember it was either the Dragons
I thought it was Dragons.
before they got
Flano.
Flanagan. They were talking of Riles because he's a Dragons fucking
Yeah.
ex-player. So he'll be in the mix. And then a little smoky, won't happen, but I'll just throw it out there just in case it does, a little each way. Sammy Burgess
You reckon?
over in Warrington, going well. They're in a cup final, I believe, in a Challenge Cup final, and they're
Oh,
equal.
yeah.
They're equal first on top of the ladder.
It's not a bad shout.
Who else is there?
Well, my mind went to Justin Holbrook. I think he was kind of stiffed by Gold Coast. Definitely was stiffed by Gold Coast.
Where is he now? What's he doing?
I don't know what he's doing now.
Because you
but
got
he's
Riles.
not a head coach of an NRL club.
No, you got Riles next to Bellamy. You've got Barrett, who is next to Arthur, which obviously is not ideal for saying, "Oh, yep, he taught me." But then you got Burgess, who I think is 100% not ready at all. If he's like if I'm his manager, you say, "Oi, mate, don't just jump at the first thing because if you fuck it up, you won't get another go.
For a while.
Wait
anyway.
till you're ready.
Yeah, it's true.
But anyway, it could happen. Who knows? So I don't know. My money would be on Barrett, surely.
Holbrook's
He's
not a
there.
bad shout, Jace, being a ex-head coach. That
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think he is definitely capable of taking over. That Parry roster is better than the Titans team he ever worked with.
He is
So
one.
Who else has been
I've
arsehole
just,
over the
I've
last
just
few
fucking
years?
come up with the perfect solution.
Okay.
Josh Hannay. Get him in.
Yeah, why is he in there now at least?
literally,
Get him in as the interim.
get him in for 2 games.
But he could be a good shout
Well,
as
Barrett
well.
will go in as interim, obviously, but he has had his chance to prove himself.
I
and
know,
he
but
just
is it a
fucking
little?
Hasn't.
Is it a little fucking pre-tickle? Saying, hey,
Sometimes
if
a
you do
coach
well-
needs to go from being a head coach, fuck them off back to being assistant for
Look
a
at
few
Vossi.
years. Yeah. And then they come back and they're greater than ever. So
That'd be
who knows?
interesting.
But having Riles, there's that many coaches that have come out from Bellamy.
What
as
are
their
they gonna
assistants throughout
do?
the years and they've been elite. So
What are they going to do for the rest of the year? Do they just go, right, we're going to have a new coach, fresh start, pre-season 2025, or do we want one in the next month?
Yeah. How long
reckon
is
not.
Madge,
Yeah.
how long is Madge contracted for the Blues?
He's another good one.
yeah, true.
True. But see, he's got 3 games now. So when he loses the Origin series, his stocks will go.
Yeah.
You know what
You know,
I mean?
there's another one though. So you probably got Madge and Holbrook, who are probably the freshest
Yep.
like head coaches. We're probably missing one, but sorry,
all right.
bruh.
That's all right.
But yeah, there's a few names there.
Yeah,
None
I
that
can't
just
pin-
make you go, oh fuck yeah. Though.
Yeah.
None that goes, he is definitely screams Parramatta. Burgess is a great point, but can you imagine him?
But surely,
at the head
if
of
you're going to
Parramatta?
just risole your head coach, even if you didn't love what they were doing, you'd have to have a fucking couple in your.
You know what?
Oh man, surely. Especially he's been there for so long and he's had full control of that club. It's not like they've had him for 2 years and it's like, oh, whatever, he sucks. Let's get him the fuck out of here. It's a big coach to sack.
You know what I reckon? They've missed the boat because if you're thinking about sacking him, surely you were thinking about it a month ago. Don't say you weren't.
It wasn't just
You
because
it
they lost
didn't
to
just happen
Melbourne.
because you lost this weekend.
Yeah.
Why didn't you sack him when the Rabbitohs sacked fucking
Demetrio.
Demetrio so you could at least have a crack at Wayne?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or Demetrio, are they going to get him?
Well, I don't think
There we
Paraleagues.
go.
I don't think Paraleagues Club have
That's
the
another one.
access ramps.
Yeah, they haven't put him in yet. Yeah, they
that's a
don't
great
have the
point.
funding.
Yeah.
But there's one we didn't even think of. It's
Demetrio,
Demetrio.
Oh yeah.
Could he? Yeah, anyway. Very sad news. Probably evens up the playing field now. It's 1-1 in the huge injury department, but Munster's torn the abductor.
Yeah.
Torn the abductor, not the muscle, the tendon. So
That is a long fucking
Tendon-
time on the sidelines.
no surgery. I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't understand if that's good or bad. Gone for 10 weeks. That's bad. In the Origin series. So
I reckon it'll be even longer than 10. I reckon they'll just
I reckon too. But
not play for us a year.
to tear the tendon is just
And the way he did it,
Fuck,
when
it
he
didn't
just
look good.
wasn't really got his leg caught too hard or anything. He kind of
Yeah.
rolled out a marker, and that was he looked like he was in excruciating
Yeah.
pain. Sick to see. It's one of those ones where you're like, oh man,
It
you
looked
don't
like-
see that many players do that, have that kind of reaction on the field, and that was crook to
at
watch.
least they know what's wrong with his groin now.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, they didn't know in the first place. What
Yeah.
the fuck are they going to
He's-
do now? But that's reassurance.
They reckon that he's been managing it still, proper managing it, for the last how many
Needles
weeks.
every
and
game,
still
surely.
been playing prime.
yeah.
I can't remember the last time there was this many. A lot of New South Wales injuries, but like this many players
lot of
who
sides,
would have
yeah.
had pens straight in there that are gone.
You could make a premiership winning side out of injured 13. at the
Right now,
moment.
you could. Fuck
You'd
yeah.
have a depth as well.
Just
a
in
lot of
1,
depth.
6, 7.
Yeah, exactly. That is a lot of fucking
even like
stars out of the game.
so on that note, like you got Bradman Best too, just done a hammy.
Did he do the
Yeah,
string?
so he's
Yep.
out of contention for Origin 1. So you go even that for me, man. Like I had him and Crichton centres for the Blues.
He was
for sure.
playing for sure.
Did you do a bit of a
Yeah.
predicted lineup?
So
Josh?
I've got Fuck me, keep clearing this kind of a throat.
We'll have a fucking drink or something.
I've got my predicted like 17s here, and I thought I'll go through them, and then we'll bounce off and see what you boys think too. And we'll start with our Queenslanders. Fullback position, I think it's an obvious one. It's Reece Walsh. Ponga's out. That kind of put a line through that conversation. But wingers, I think personally for me, it's got to be Xavier Coates. He's picked up great form this year. And Cobbo, even though he's played centre and fullback on the weekend, I think he'll slot back into the wing.
Yep.
Agreed?
Have to, yeah.
I agree.
Because Tuolungi hasn't really played much footy this year. He returned on the weekend, and I think Cowboys are just a defensive liability at the moment, and he can be.
I think he does a job, and he would do a job, but I think it's not like he's cemented his spot as the fucking I have to do shit to leave. So I think Cobbo just with that,
Coates and Cobbo.
Yeah.
Walsh at the back. Yep.
And then centers is Val Holmes and Hammer for me.
Yeah, baby.
That's it.
Hammer
That's
is
an easy one.
Hammer for me is the
Cemented himself after last year, eh?
Yeah.
Surely.
Oh, and just how he's played. Come back strong too. Had a proper, had to put the fucking foot down a couple of times and did it easy.
Yeah, put the hammer down.
Yeah,
to see.
that was good signs.
And then halves, Cherry Evans, obviously, halfback captain. And then just mentioned with Munster being out, I think I first go to Tommy Dearden off the back of 2022, his performance in that game winner. A lot of chat has been around Ezra Mam.
Yeah,
but
I know.
I don't like that just yet for Ezra's sake.
I just think give Tommy Dearden a go. I think he's done his job before, and I reckon he's just got that ticker in him. If we picked Ezra Mam, I wouldn't sit here fucking blowing up about it.
No
I
way,
just think that Tommy Dearden would do a job there,
Because
and
he
he has
deserves
done
that
before.
jersey for sure.
I'm picking Dearden. Yeah.
And then that kind of leads to Dearden will probably be Cherry's successor. And then in 3 or 4 years, when Munster wraps up, then that's when Ezra can come in, I think.
Yeah.
So, but good future halves for Queensland there. And then front rowers, I've gone with Lindsay Collins and Ruben Cotter. Tino was always going to be in, but ACL gone. You can't go past Big Frankenstein and Ruben. Even though Cowboys have been shit, Ruben's performance
been playing well.
He is fucking Queensland, and he is state of
Fucking
origin.
nice.
So
Ruben's actually
He's like Nate Miles used to be for me. Has he done anything at club? No.
He has,
But I mean, even if he hasn't.
Yeah.
I remember Nate Miles at the end.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even notice him in a game, but I'd pick him for Queensland.
he'd barely get picked on the bench for the Chooks or whatever.
Yeah. So I think, Cotter for sure.
Yeah.
Hooker, I've gone with Harry Grant. I know they've done the Benny Hunt start and then Harry Grant at 14, but I think it's time for that to change because it doesn't fucking matter. If Ben Hunt did start and Harry came off the bench, I wouldn't care, but Ben Hunt provides more options at different positions off the bench, and Harry Grant is easily the best 9 in the game by a fucking country mile at the moment, so I think you've got to have him starting. Second rowers, Fafita and Nanai.
This is probably the toughest one.
You reckon?
Is where to put Fafita and Nanai starts, Carrigan starts, and then fuck.
Because I think
Probably have to start Fafita.
second rowers, the only other second rower I can think would be Jaden Sewer, but I like him off the bench, impactful. But Nanai,
Peter's picked his shit up the last few weeks too. Like
for sure, and he can just be so damaging as we know.
Yeah, I know, but
I
he's
just can't
never
think of any
ever
other-
fucking done it.
I just can't think of any other options where I go, oh yeah, that's right.
Besides Jaden Sewer, And Nanai has proved himself in the Origin arena. He will definitely be in there. Carrigan at 13. Even you could put Carrigan at 10 and Cotter at 13. That doesn't really matter. They're going to play the same type of role. But
I just think Paddy's been doing such a good job there, and Ruben just get him in there to tackle and run his ring
for
out.
sure. And Paddy can play 80 minutes of Origin if he needed to. The way he performed on Friday, the meters he fucking ate, and there was one point about 8 minutes left. Gropes and I saw him getting fucking stretched out. He had the cramps going.
He was fucked.
And he just got up and just put the boys on his back. He is a fucking workhorse and a leader of that forward pack. So you've got to have him at 13. And then, like I said, Ben Hunt at 14, I think.
Yeah.
He's the best option for... You got to have Dozer in your team.
No.
And then the forwards for the bench, Sewer, I think so. And then Jermaine Hopgood. I've seen a lot of conversation around him. I think it's
he'll
time.
play.
It's time for him to burst into the Origin arena because his name's been brought up a couple last years. But
So you got Sewer in there.
I've got Sewer in there. Is Tom? Do you reckon this is another one. My last one is between Flegler or Fodawaker.
Flegler.
You take Flegler. Is he healthy? Is he back?
Mo's been shit, man.
Yeah.
Shit, he's been terrible.
Flegler's got a fucking brain snap in him nearly every game.
That's what he has, that origin cunt in him, but he also has that brain snap, eh?
But yeah, that's the three positions for me that are up in the air. Actually, I think I'd put Hopgood there, and I'd have Benny Hunt there, and then I'd put two front rowers.
Yeah.
Whatever that is. Like, have Hopgood as your fucking utility forward.
Yeah.
He can
Have
play a
Ben
bit of
Hunt as your
everything.
utility half hooker, and then you'd have two fucking nut truckers.
Yeah.
I think just
I
with
don't know.
Flegler's not even back yet. So can you really put him into an origin squad without a few games
Yeah, true.
under his belt?
Frank Marlowe's had a run before and come
Yeah.
off the benches at Impact. Similar
just
to like
thought-
a Spencer Leniu sort of style bloke, but I don't know.
With Fodawaker, I've thought in the past, why the fuck's he in this origin team? And he's come out and been the best forward on the field for that 20 minutes he can provide. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he did get picked.
So
because
why don't we put Kafusi at 11?
you think Kafusi will
Because
come
he will
back?
just fucking always. I would trust him more than I'd trust Fafita.
He's solid.
Fafita
He
will
won't let you
do-
down, yeah.
Fafita might win you the game, but fucking Kafusi won't lose you the cunt.
That's
I
a
don't
great
know.
point.
And then put, Hunt, Hopgood, Fafita, and either Flegler or Mo on the bench.
That's a great shout.
But I don't know.
Beyond that, I can't really think of any.
I just don't
names
know. What
in
do you
that
reckon?
forward pack.
Do you reckon this Suo is going well enough?
I think so. If there's any time, it's now. He's played Origin before. He played in 2020, and he actually did a good job. And he's just got off the bench. He will be the most impactful forward I think we have.
Yeah.
He will come on. He's just got that grit about him that just works into the Origin arena so well. But I can't think of any forwards that could really come else into
Anyway,
contention.
Just on Kafusi, is that currently, do you think is that the worst haircut in the NRL?
Mate, that's got to be
What's he
the
doing?
worst ever.
I think the Clippers run out of battery
I
and he had
think-
to run out.
That there is taking the footy cut to a just astronomically shit
the
level.
old footy cut.
The
Yeah,
old
that's
footy
true.
cut.
But he hasn't even bothered with the top.
What is he doing?
It is weird.
I don't like.
Is it just a complete piss take?
Throw
Like,
I'm all
have a
about
laugh,
the footy
yeah.
cut. I'm all about the shit cuts, the shit chops. But that's
He
fucked
accepted
up.
his fate a couple of years ago and went the full blown skinhead. But he's
been
not,
doing it for
it's
a
weird.
while.
Is he
Bit of a
doing
comeback.
mullets for mental health? Maybe he's doing that. We don't know.
Is he preparing for a trip to Turkey? Is he taking a page out of Matty Lodge's book? Who knows? He did say he wanted to do a family trip to Turkey.
But
Really?
yeah, I reckon Jace, that's fucking solid as, and then it's just a few on the bench
That's
that you don't
that's
know.
who we're going to pick. Majority.
Yeah,
That's who we're
Billy
gonna pick.
won't take many risks, I don't think.
No.
He'll be solid. He'll stick with his boys.
Who you got for the fucking dad kisses?
Are we
Dad
doing the dads?
kisses.
Yeah, we better.
This
Fucking
one
hell.
is far harder to pick from. But in fullback, like I said the other week, I think you need leadership in this time where you got a lot of blokes injured, a lot of your leaders
Yeah,
out.
Teddy's in.
So Teddy's got to be your fullback. He's your captain rather than Dill Edwards. Wingers, I've gone Brian To'o and Joseph Suali'i.
Yeah.
So I don't. Is Fox healthy, or is he out as well?
Fox is good, I think.
Fox
He's
is
good
healthy,
to go.
but I don't know. I think
I'd pick
Suali'i would
There
be
was
just
all that
more-
outrage, remember, when he didn't get picked. But I think it's almost at a point now where it's like, oh, yeah, because you already haven't picked him once. It wouldn't be surprised if you didn't.
The only
didn't
reason
do it again.
I'd pick Fox personally, no bias aside, is fucking pace. Like, I just feel like having that dude that you hit with that little gap and has the pace to fucking not
He's
get
probably got
caught.
that more X factor than Joseph does, but I feel like you're coming out of your own end in the hard yards of a game of Origin. That's just a far more intense game. Joseph Suali'i will show up
He
more
fucking
than Fox will.
played so well on the weekend.
That's right.
We
And
kept mentioning it, saying, fuck, he's playing well
that
tonight.
fucking defensive effort he shows in the edge. He is just so solid where I feel like Fox isn't in any other aspect than give me open space
Yeah.
with let me fucking burn them. But
Yep.
and then centers has just been getting chipped away with injuries. But I've got Stephen Crichton and they've got Bradman Best out. So I've said either Lomax or Matty Burton.
Really?
I've left Latrell out
No
personally
Trell.
because in that performance on Saturday, I know people were saying I don't do fantasy or super coach and that, but somehow he got a fuck ton of points. But from the minutes I watched of him, was so fucking lazy. And a game where you're at it, the camera kind of just follows the play, so you get to see who doesn't do the hard yards off the ball. He just walked around. He was getting driven back in his runs. He just looked so sloppy and soft in a chance where you think you'd step up for your team who's struggling and want to get that Origin jersey back. And I don't think he deserves that jersey at all.
He's always carrying the sump, isn't he?
I just think centre, though, for him and in that exactly what you said is probably the spot to have him, though, if you're going to.
Yeah, I would. That's the only thing I'd change so far is I'd put Latrell in.
I think they probably will, but
You
I
can't
just fucking think that's so stupid
You
if they want
can't
to win
pick-
a series.
Zach Lomax in the centres. I don't think after everything that's gone on this year.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
but
fucking fair play to them if they do, and just literally say to Shane Flanagan, you have no idea. That's basically what Madge would be saying.
pretty well.
Is you are a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
But
that'll be probably one of the more interesting picks of what
I
Matt
reckon
does
they'll
there.
pick him. They'll have to pick him.
Yeah.
But yeah, Matty Burton as well. He didn't do a bad job when he played in centres a couple of years ago. That his kick alone,
I think
is
I'm
just so fucking like terrifying for a fullback in that sort of arena.
I think I'm picking him still in the position
gonna
about
take
to come up.
Birdo.
Yeah.
So in 6,
I'm putting him at 6 with Hines at 7.
well, I have right here Hines and Moses, but Mitchell Moses
Still
isn't
not
playing
back.
this weekend. You're not chucking him straight in.
Is he
off the back?
not
of,
named again?
No.
Well, he's not playing.
There's no way he is playing Origin
Nah.
without NRL under his belt. So that kind of leads to Hines will definitely be halfback. He'll have a jersey for sure starting.
Yep.
And then, yeah, Matty Burton can go into 6.
Oh,
Or it's either
that's-
Burton or
yeah.
Jerome Luai.
Yeah, or Jerome, who also played a pretty good game on the weekend.
And he was playing 7 and he didn't play too bad either.
Yeah.
He had that full reign. But, yeah, I don't know. That's a fucking tough one, man. Like,
I just-
Burton or Jerome Luai does
Jerome.
not scream you're going to put the fucking state on your back.
I don't
and
think
try
I
and win a
like
game.
Jerome. That's why I'm not picking him. But
There's a lot of bias as well.
there's a
yeah,
fair
for
bit of
sure.
bias here, and I just like Matty Burton a bit more. So
Yep.
I'm picking him.
Considering
I think,
Matty Burton got yabby pumped by Gagai a couple of years ago, I wish
Yeah.
it was Luai who did.
Yeah.
And then
But Hines is playing 7.
for
Yeah.
sure,
He has to play 7.
his performance on the weekend
Yeah,
just
man.
proved that too.
Fucking
He's
oath.
fucking on another level at the moment. And then the props, I've gone Payne Haas and Gerbo. I think
Yep.
that's pretty solid.
If you don't pick
solidified.
Gerbo at 10 to start, then I just don't understand.
You don't know rugby league. Number 9, I've gone Appy Coruscant. People have mentioned him or Reece Robson, but I think Appy, when he is on with a better team around him at times than he is with Tigers, he is so fucking solid in that number 9 jersey, and he has earned that.
I think
for
they'll
sure.
pick them both.
You reckon?
Like we will pick Hunt and Grant,
Really?
I reckon.
I think second rowers, Liam Martin for sure. He's Gropes. You've always said it. He's the first bloke you should
You got to
fucking
pick him.
when
He
you
is
pick
that.
that team.
That some of them fucking efforts he was doing last series.
He steps up.
was proper Origin effort.
He even tired late in
Sit
the
off
game.
Toy Story. He just has that
Oh,
kind of.
yeah,
fuck,
doesn't
yeah.
he?
That's him.
And then Angus Crichton, he's
Yep.
gone to another level this year, as we know. I
Yep.
think he'll slip straight into second row with Isaiah Yo at lock.
Yep.
I don't
The,
think people have mentioned him getting dropped to the bench
Really?
and having someone else going, but
Who?
14, Cam McInnes. Some people want McInnes to start, but I think that 14 jersey is perfect for Cam McInnes because he can play hooker.
Yeah,
He can
righto.
pretty well get on there and just play any position and tackle his cunt out.
Yep.
But he definitely deserves the call up.
You
Cam
reckon?
McInnes, I think, in 14.
Wow.
If you are Michael Maguire and you want those blokes that will just step up to that occasion of like, you can't look at Cam McInnes and tell me that he wouldn't be an Origin player.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd fucking show up. He's not going to do anything crazy. He
That's
probably
right.
won't give you that game-winning offload, but he'll truck nut and fucking tackle his
Yeah,
hole
he's
out.
not going to
Yeah.
break the game open, but he's not going to lose it for you. And then Hamole Olakawatu, I think,
Yeah.
he has to come off the bench.
I hope
He's
they
earned his
don't.
jersey.
I fucking hope they don't. But I
Me
reckon
neither.
they'd be mad not to.
He will be very impactful. And then this last two, I've got a few names here because they could
hard.
pick anyone, but I've put down Stefano Udakamanu. I think he'll get a jersey back. Junior Paulo or Mitch Barnett or Spencer Leniu.
Righto. Well, I reckon Paulo and Utakamanu probably hasn't had his day yet, but Junior Paulo, he's fucking out for me. I reckon you've played enough, you've had your chance.
Agreed.
Put someone like Mitch Barnett or who else did you say?
Spencer Leniu.
Oh, yeah.
But he has played fuck all rugby league this year.
Yeah.
I don't think he's done anything to really earn it. Like, we know what he can do, but he's played, 2 games?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and
I'd probably
he is
pick
a
Barnett,
walking brain snap on the fucking footy field.
as we know.
As we know.
Give him an extra sticky mouth guard so you can't hear what he's saying.
Tape his mouth shut. But yeah.
Yeah, righto.
I think next Monday and Sunday.
It'll be
is
after
when
the
they
round. After the
announce
round this
squads.
weekend, they'll announce the squads and we won't have to fucking guess anymore.
No, that's right. But looking at those teams just on paper there, Queensland definitely should be the favourite, and I think we will.
I think now.
Although it's fucking, there's a lot of injuries, and you go, oh yeah, you want to see the best players play. It'll be fucking interesting, I think, to see like a lot of new faces and see who's going to stand up. And
That's right.
Yeah.
It forces blokes who probably didn't think they would be wearing an Origin jersey this year to go, I've got a fucking job to do for my state and step up.
I personally think that situation favours New South Wales more. Because they'll never, when all of the guns are healthy, they never will pick those other blokes. Now they're forced to, and these other lads are probably thinking of, this is me fucking time. I'll never get another time.
But it's also, it's not like Munster's won fucking Queensland plenty of games.
Yeah.
Game 1 last year, when the game was on the line, he hadn't really done anything. Bang, bang, bang. Game's over. He just done 3 things and the game was
2020
fucking
game
over.
3, his debut.
He's won us
so many
games.
times.
Nathan Cleary, I don't care what you say, has fucking not won New South Wales a lot of games.
Yeah, New South Wales.
New South
specifically
Wales.
in the blue jersey.
Oh, he probably did in
hasn't.
2018-19, actually. I forgot we got to go
I
back.
haven't seen him.
Forgot we got to
do
go
it
back that
stage.
far.
But like as a whole, though, it's not like you think of players in our current game who are the best that you will fucking just put in an Origin game and say him. It's not Cleary yet.
Yeah. Like, he obviously would have been first picked.
Yeah.
Let's not fucking beat around the bush there. But the last couple of years in Origin where he hasn't really done it, hasn't fucking done what he does at Penrith, it's not like it's a huge one where you go put Hines in. He's fucking does the same thing at Clubland.
Yeah, that's right.
Whereas, yeah.
That's been the big question on
Not
Cleary's.
saying that Munster is a bigger out than Cleary because it's probably level. It's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same amount of shit for both sides.
Best 5'8" and best halfback are out of state of origin.
Yeah. One
And
on
that
each
is-
side.
yeah,
so
that's right.
Not ideal. And then with Turbo being out, like, I know it's obviously not ideal, but you've got fucking Tedesco and Edwards as backup fullbacks, so it's not that big a deal. He would have played centre, which would have benefited Queensland.
Yeah, because he's a fullback.
Because he's a fullback.
Yep.
So stop fucking sooking about Turbo being out because, yeah.
Anyway,
he's not-
I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a bit of like a breath of fresh air nearly to go, right.
Yeah.
Don't really know what to expect here.
Yeah, for sure. I'm keen as. Let's get into a bit of fucking games from the weekend, eh?
Yes.
Quickly, but Dogs, shithouse. Can't believe they didn't win. I thought that was just ideal for them to stay in the 8. Righto, we're here to play. Let's smash the Raiders.
Yeah.
Nah.
Below average.
Below
defensive
average
performance.
game. Exciting, like, points-wise.
Yeah,
Finish-wise, but yeah. And then another one that was pretty below average as well, to be honest. Like the Bronx-Manly thing.
We'll say that, yep, even as Bronx fans.
Yeah, it wasn't the most fucking technically sound game, but it was primed to
A lot of
fucking
a shit sort of arm wrestle at points too, because this Bronx, we scored 2 very quick tries, and I thought, we're going to steamroll here. Our first 10 minutes was solid, and then there was no points scored.
good defensive effort.
No points scored for
This is coming
half an
from
hour.
a bloke who loves feeding these two when Broncos lose. We were sitting directly in line where Ruben ran onto that ball, that short ball to score. That was fucking
Ruben
forward.
Garrick.
Yes.
Oh, and who else was in line? The touch judge.
Yeah, that was just,
Yep.
it was just one of those ones where you go, he overran a little bit, or I might pull back a bit. It was just forward.
Even the camera angle from the game, I've watched it back about 10 times. It is so fucking forward.
Yeah.
And as soon as he called try, the most annoying thing is about you can't call back
Can't
a
go
try.
back,
I
yeah.
was
So I
just
just
sitting
knew, I just
there.
went, that is...
I was sitting there going, oh, unlucky, it was a bit forward. And I'm like, no.
Touch
that-
judge needs to pull that up, man.
for sure.
Has to pull that
That
up.
is your job. As well as, was I reffing?
Yeah.
Pretty sure I was reffing.
I think you were reffing.
I don't think
Yeah.
you were reffing that game.
I swear I was, because the whole game
Check
I
would
was
be on
going,
there.
what the fuck am I doing? I was just blowing up at myself, remember?
Where can
You
you
might not be
go.
able to see it. But anyway, you definitely ran a bit of touchline at times.
Yes, I did. Oh, yeah, I did ref. Here we go.
You
Todd
did ref,
Smith.
Bronx?
Yep.
Okay, so
Jace, says right there, Jace Ward.
another
But anyway,
another
so
stinker.
off the back of that though, and there was probably other calls. Like we said, I was probably in and out, getting drinks, talking
Yeah.
shit, and watching like a lot of it. So there probably was other calls the other way. I don't know, but I just knew that was a pretty big one. And I was like,
huge.
and we just
That
happened
got
to-
him back in it.
We just happened to be literally. You could have fucking put a laser pointer down. She was level with where he caught it, where we were sitting.
Yeah.
For sure.
But,
No ideal, but that's all right. Got the win. Undies Madden fucking
Yeah.
kicked the field goal and then
It felt a
done well
little
to
bit-
hang on.
Felt a little bit early, and we were like, you know what, probably a smart choice.
Yeah.
In a game that was building up, that was going to be this crazy finish. It was like a solid, take it out of the game, nice field goal. But
Yep. And then just ground it out.
The last 5 minutes was nervous because Cobbo put in a kick at one point and was going, what the fuck are the boys doing here? Just slow the game down.
Righto.
I was on the edge of my chair for that last
Quick,
5-4.
real quickly, thoughts on. So I understand that there's a lot of injuries happening at the moment, and fucking coaches, physios, bloody runners, everyone's going to be a bit nervous and on edge. But what's your thoughts on Payne Haas twisting the ankle, heading straight up the tunnel like he's just snapped his leg in half, and then coming back on 15 minutes later?
I was completely confused
I
because the
was
way
like,
he waddled
what?
off as well, I went, oh no, this is another huge
Exactly.
Yeah.
weeks and weeks
I
on the
thought he's
sideline.
gone.
New South Wales fans would have been fucking shaking their head too.
Yeah. And
It's
then
like,
comes back on. I'm like, come on,
Was it a
Russ.
couple needles?
You've
thought,
gotta
but
know-
he's been named this week too.
You've got to know if you've done a propery.
Yeah.
Surely. If you've done a proper fucking.
But it depends
ankle
too. He
injury.
might have thought he did, and they said, "Mate, to be honest, it's a fucking pretty bad strain, but you're not going to hurt it anymore. Let's needle us, strap the fuck out of it, and go back out there because it won't get worse."
Surely it was just a stinger. Sometimes you get a stinger in your shoulder and you think, oh fuck, the cunt's gone.
I don't know
And
if
then
I've ever
5
had an
minutes
ankle
later-
stinger though.
Never had an ankle stinger. I've only done serious soreness in my ankle, but
Yeah.
could be something we don't know.
Well,
Yeah,
look,
anyway, he
might
come
be.
back out and he's been named, which is fucking what
handy,
we wanted.
very handy.
Righto, who played next?
Saturday was Titans Knights.
Oh,
That
fuck's sake. Titans robbed. I said
Daylight
this
robbery.
all night to every Knights fan I saw on
every
Caxton Street.
Novocastrian, we said it.
Titans robbed right in front of me. Nah,
Broad
that was a
daylight.
fucking try. I don't care what you say. Oh, this it bobbled. No, it didn't. That is a try every day of the week.
Yep. But that was a great game of footy.
Not bad. Yeah.
Good to see. Good to see. Game I thought I was like, wasn't overly keen for this one, but
No.
it was a late contest. Brian Kelly played some great fucking footy in that
Yeah.
last bit of the game too, and then got disallowed that try.
Mate, the
which was
Titans could have
heartbreak.
been fucking 4 from 4 there last
Why
month of footy.
the fuck do they get into half time and Desi goes, righto boys, we're up by a bit here, we're playing some good footy.
Switch off.
Stop what you're doing right now and let them get real close or let them win. We want every player and every fan to have a fucking heart attack this game. Cholesterol levels are going through the roof in Gold Coast.
Oh, man.
They are...
Hopeless
I
second
feel
half
for 'em,
side.
man. I
Hopeless.
feel for them.
But yeah, they're doing it to themselves, though.
Yep, literally. They only got themselves to blame. And then after that, you had Sharkies versus Roosters, which was
Great game of
predicted to
rugby.
be a game of the round, and I reckon it was.
Yeah.
Attack-wise, it was.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
68 points. That's a fucking...
A lot.
That
for
is a
two
great game to
top
watch.
of the table teams.
Great game to watch.
Just
Yeah.
went tit for tat, try for try for try.
Sharkies, man. What the
Are
fuck?
they the real fucking deal?
Well, they're
Yeah.
not flat track bullies.
No, they have proved that, and
They are top of the ladder and deserve it.
Next time I
sure.
tip them, they'll lose. But yeah, at the moment they're fucking.
Mate,
I'm just waiting out for September. I think if they're going to be there in September, which they probably will,
they're probably back on the fucking stick.
surely. Old Dank's back in the fucking sheds.
Big Stevie Danks back in the sheds.
But yeah, Tommy Hazelton, the big meat eater.
Oh, what? is going on there?
Just barges over. Couldn't have been a better script for him.
He has heard us
Oi.
bag him, I reckon.
I don't know if you've heard me before, but the bloke loves scoring tries. We can do a highlight reel of me saying that this
Don't
year.
put him in this week, though. He won't score.
Well, I've been saying that the last two on my own ones.
Dom Young had some fucking brain snaps coming at their
man.
own end. A couple of those passes.
He's
and
hopeless,
offloads.
eh? He is
We just
fucking
went,
hopeless.
wow, Dom dumb. What are you doing?
He is hopeless. Like, he scored a
Scored
couple of
two.
tries, but
Could have.
fuck, man, he does some
Pretty
dumb
costly.
shit coming out of his own end.
Sam Walker
Just
with
some
a
winger
beard
stuff.
is just playing great footy as well.
Yeah, Walker Beard.
The last game, which I was really keen for, Cowboys, Bunnies. I'll just say that proved to be the game that I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Errors and
Mate.
and sloppiness and
Straight
out the
away, the first fucking couple of minutes, they've both dropped it. And then the old Cowboys had a midfield scrum, about, 50, on the 50, feed it in, go to throw it off the scrum to Val Holmes, threw it a fucking half metre behind the cunt, and he just dropped it. And I just went, yep, that's what we're in for. 75 more minutes of that
They
shit.
did not prove us wrong at all.
But, like, another entertaining game,
try
like,
score, points
yeah.
wise,
closeness-wise, I
for
mean.
sure. Cowboys were just slightly less shitter.
That's right. The cow shit wasn't as stinky as the rabbit shit.
No, not as bad. And then Sunday, upset of the round, 100%. The Wars got up over the Pars.
Great game of football.
It would have been quiet in New Zealand on Sunday because they were all at Suncorp.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
If they turned up, I've got to say, that was for me anyway, the biggest side. And look, I'm going for Penrith. I was sitting there when Edwards was lining that kick up, and I was literally going, he's going to fucking miss this.
Yeah,
took too long.
same. We were doing the same
I said to
thing.
Gropers, was like, he has taken too long here.
And
He's gonna miss.
but that roar that the bros put up,
Oh, it was
that
good.
was cool to be at a live. Like when at a live thing like that, you could see how much it meant to him, the noise. I was like, fuck,
They were down
obviously-
our end.
Yeah,
Yep.
like
So-
obviously I was going for Penrith, but I was like, oh, that's
You could
pretty,
respect it, yeah.
that's pretty
After it,
cool.
after you cracked it,
Yeah.
cracked the shits for half an hour,
Yeah.
you're like, that's pretty cool.
Because obviously the fans that were neutral fans were going for Warriors.
Yeah,
myself
yeah.
and Groper included. But that the crowd was louder for that game.
Yeah.
For Warriors more than anyone
were
else.
fucking
Even
up and
Brisbane
about, man.
and the Manly game, where we had a lot of travelling Brisbane fans coming to Suncorp and
For our big away game.
And
That,
they
uh,
still were fucking louder.
Blue Eyes try was good to watch.
That
Yeah.
was.
That was fucking.
That's what I
That
mean.
was
He
a bit of
played well.
brilliance. Yeah, he
He
stood
did
up.
play well. And that,
Good game,
The
how
fullback
about,
for-
hold on.
Sorry.
How about old mate fucking getting levelled at the end and then
Cole.
spewing?
Oh yeah.
Cole
straight in the diaphragm.
That was a knock on too,
Oh,
but anyway.
hit in the hole.
Oh, just got levelled, and it was a proper one because he was fucking vomiting.
She
The
was a
way
proper.
he spewed and how he felt is how every rugby league fan felt on that Sunday in Suncorp. It was just like, yep, well, that's how I
After
feel
the
right
last
now.
game, or Monday morning.
Yeah.
At least Monday
At
morning.
least Monday. Fullback for Warriors. I don't know his name off.
I can't say it properly,
That's
so I don't want to
maybe-
butcher it on him. But he
Should I
played
give it to a
Tuapiki.
Tuapiki, I think.
Yeah, that's it.
But he
I
killed
only
it.
know that because I've heard other people say it. He played for the first few rounds when
Yeah.
Shans was out.
I think
and
that
he
was
played
his-
well there too.
Chans in 5'8" wasn't terrible.
Look, he didn't do much.
But he didn't do much wrong either.
Every time he got it, he ran it.
The thing
which
is,
I
it's
think
like-
was predicted.
if this
but-
makes sense, it kind of is just like he played centre, but you put a 6 on his back.
Yeah, and put him a couple of positions in.
Yeah, just do what you do in centre, mate, but here's number 6.
Yeah. Well, good on him, but that is a huge win.
Massive
huge
win,
win
man.
for him.
Massive morale booster as well. They've had
Yeah,
some shocking games.
Yeah,
Hey.
glad they did it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Penrith,
I thought you might be.
I didn't think Penrith were like overly terrible.
No,
And
it
they-
wasn't. It was a good game.
Yeah, and they will back up. They will take that loss and go, fuck that. We are going to be back this week. That's just credit to Warriors.
I just think like Penrith are a good team still, and they'll be playing
100%.
finals and that.
Yeah, yeah.
But they're just not the fucking absolute unbeaten. Obviously, Cleary being out and stuff like that. But I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
you don't see them line up against people now and go, "Oh, that's just fucking." They're definitely winning.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
Still favourites for the premiership, though.
And they
Gotta
should be too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Second last game, Melbourne and Eels.
Only
flogging.
blowout.
Bit of a humping.
Yeah, humping there. The repercussions came because young Bradley is now
gone.
homeless and looking for somewhere to sleep.
Fucking not homeless. He's got a 750,000 payout, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So he might be buying another one. Harry Grant, fuck, he killed
Played
it,
well.
man.
Played well.
Played out of his
Got you over
skin.
the line for your Alpha Blokes bet, Tom.
Yeah,
One
mate.
to
Had the
13.
hooker score, so
Yep.
fucking that was awesome.
Yeah, fucking oath.
The
What,
last one,
That was good.
ripper of a game. Spewing that I missed this one.
Wasn't too bad.
See,
Yeah.
hammering some open space. It's a sight to see, baby.
He got the double. Finn's got up over Tigers 24-12.
Yep.
Not much to report from. I was at the airport.
Couple of sin
surviving.
bins.
I was fucking giving pep speeches and fucking
Yeah,
watching
same.
Evan
You boys were
Smith
lifting.
skull wine.
Yeah. Evan Smith.
Evan Smith. Evan Smith. Evan Smith.
That is hilarious.
But those two sin bins, I don't know. Like the first one, I know he clobbers him around the jaw, but it's hard. It's definitely a penalty, 100%, but I don't know about the sin bin. Anyway, there was two of them in the bin at once at one point, so
Yeah.
Cancel it out.
Yeah. But honestly, though, as a wrap up, you look at those score lines anyway, and you go, it's pretty hard to knock that. Sitting there watching all of those games like that, heaps
Yeah.
of tries, one blowout for the
Yeah.
whole round.
Yeah, besides the
Fucking-
Melbourne Para game, you didn't really know who was going to win in all the other seven.
So fucking great weekend of rugby.
it was a good weekend of
Just
league.
what a league weekend.
Righto, let's move straight into the AFL games, mate, because we are fucking.
Thursday.
Is that the sad one?
That's a fucking angry one.
Well,
I don't
is
think
there
there
an
is
angry
a sad
cat?
one. We
Oi,
got
mate.
call, rattle, angry, or murder.
Guys, wait for this before you have your blow up. We get to. All three of us are going to have one.
Or are you going to shit and piss on the table?
But have a
All
go
three
at
of
the
us,
fucking
yeah.
score on that gun at the top.
Thursday night. Is there
that
an
pussy got
angry?
shaved.
Is there an angry cat? Because fuck me.
This could be one that got shot in the guts.
You know what?
100 points we scored and we still lost by fucking 10 goals.
How do you lose by 10? In this day and age, losing by 10 goals when you score 100, that is fucking
Like, I get it. It was
outrageous.
fucking long and hot in Darwin.
It was,
But it was, like the last two, the game against Port, lost in a close one. We came back promising. D's game, fucking ripper. But inexcusable to lose like that to Gold Coast. We're slowly becoming Geelong.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Look, these were
not looking
fucking looking like you were going to be going okay, and now you've just fallen into a heap of shit.
Yeah, I think I said this last week when we were 7-2, and now we're 7-3. It doesn't look that bad in the record. We're sitting third place, 2 points behind second, but 3 on the trot. It's not what you want.
No,
Not at all.
not ideal.
Friday, Swans fairly
Sydney
humped.
are the real deal.
What?
They are.
If they weren't before, they're hard.
They are winning, possibly winning the comp. That is
Yep.
just fucking
flag Swans.
mate. Sid flag, because fuck me, that was just a performance. Carlton come out
Pure
hot.
dominance, yeah.
Carlton come out hot. They were playing well. It was a great first quarter of footy, and then one-way traffic
They could have beaten them by a lot more too.
against
Bit of inaccurate kicking.
well, a lot of people's premiership favourites.
Yeah,
for the
yours.
year.
They were yours
So,
at the start of the year.
Definitely.
But they are proven the only team that's really showing a lot of consistency at the
Yep.
moment. There's teams that, like the D's were looking good.
Yep. Oh,
Cats.
They are coming up, ladies and gentlemen.
Collingwood Giants now are having a bit of a fucking fall from grace, but
Yep.
they're the only team that is consistently
Good for the
showing it.
AFL, mate, because you've got teams like the Dogs, who we'll mention in a minute, losing to Hawthorn and then beating GWS. So that just, how do you tip? Who the fuck would know?
That's right.
But righto, Tom. Get it out, mate.
Get angry.
What's your voice?
Yeah.
yeah, actually.
4-point loss at the MCG from the Crows, from Kawana, actually, on the weekend because it was the first round of Sir Doug Nicholls' Indigenous round. Collingwood, got them by 4 points. Few little bits of controversy.
There.
Not controversy, stupidity from players, I should say.
Isaac
Rankin
Bounce.
ran about fucking 25 yards when you can only run 15 without having a bounce, I should say.
I sort of know that.
And
Inside 50 would have had the set shot and called back because he just fucking ran too long.
Yeah.
Like, that was electric turn of fucking pace as well. But you can just see straight away from the naked eye, like, mate.
Yeah.
You would have that. It is what the fuck is
Like,
the
you'd have
word
a big
right now? I'm having
adrenaline rush
mate.
going for you, and
Yeah.
you're just fucking in some.
It's
You'll
muscle
have
memory by that point. When you've been playing footy for that long, you know when to bounce. You can feel your
You'll have
rhythm.
you'll have your Crows diehards saying they were robbed, you know, because
Oh.
like sometimes
We're fucking robbed, you cunts. There's a murder coming.
you'll have your
Get it all out.
because obviously there'll be times when fucking umpires won't call it, you know. Like
I
it's-
swear, when I've been watching, not knowing fuck all, even little things like when they run out and just hold the ball in like this, but they're about a metre out. And they just
yeah,
leave
the
it
ball's
out.
got to cross the line.
Yeah, I
You
know,
can be
but
out,
I
but
swear
yeah.
it's fucking been in the crowd once. And
Yeah, oh, for sure. When it's definitely been out of bounds.
Definitely.
Ask fucking Brian Taylor, the commentator. He's had a few good bits of commentary where the ball's clear, like it's gone out, but he might be watching the monitor or whatever, and he'll say, "That was out of bounds. That was out of bounds," about 10 times in a row.
And he's not
But anyway,
biased at all, ever.
At least we're not getting spanked.
No, but it's
Good performance
almost,
that you could have won.
it's getting to a point where you fucking need to start winning.
Definitely do.
You're
13th.
you're on 14 points in 13th, 10 points out of the 8. That's
Ooh.
that's 2.5 wins.
That's fucked.
So
And then after that, like we mentioned, massive upset. Dogs beat the Giants by 27 points, which was the first leg of one of my multis, so I was fucking stoked about that. But whole Giants to 43 points.
yeah, weird. At
In
home.
Sydney,
Where's the what
yeah.
happened to the old? Oh, it wasn't at home. Yeah, it was.
NG Stadium. I can't keep up with the sponsorship name.
Yeah,
changes,
neither.
but
I'd love to say this was the biggest upset of the weekend, but it certainly was not.
No, it definitely was not. After that was Freo getting it done at Marvel against St Kilda.
Flag
Thought
mantle.
that. They just love it long to Melbourne sometimes. 17-point win, good on them. And then the fucking absolute humping
An
of the weekend.
almighty humping.
No spit, nothing. 119-point win from Lions against Richmond.
That was they have just full on taken that.
Yeah,
As
well,
hard
now
as
they're
they-
fucking on the field, not off it.
That's right.
There you
That
go.
scoreline caught my eye as well instantly. Reminded me of a great year, 2007. The exact same score, 163 to 44. Cats pumped Port Adelaide in the grand final. Just had to mention that.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then Bombers, too good once again.
Yeah,
Beat
against
North by
North.
40. Doesn't mean much, but
Poor
they're
old
sitting
North, man.
second place now.
That just look how terrible that looks. Played 10, 0 points. It's just
Will they get a win this year?
They must. When are they playing Richmond?
Well, that's their only chance, I think, because West Coast are just fucking giant slayers sometimes.
Yeah,
And
but
Harley
that's
Reid
only
is
when it's
just-
long.
Yeah.
They've only won 3
That's true.
games, and it's been when it's long because
They
it
love
is
when
a
it's
fucking
long
long
for the other
trip
team.
west.
Fuck, that's how it started, mate. And then heartbreak from a choking Hawk. Had it within your grasp. 24 seconds left. Up by 11.
I don't want the fucking crow,
Up
mate.
by 11 points.
We
And
don't worry about 11. We were up by fucking
a lot more
6
than that
goals at one point.
And
We kicked
Port
6
Adelaide.
goals to 2 in the first quarter. 6 goals to 1 in the first quarter. Oh, fuck me.
One commentator, we couldn't figure out who
Couldn't
exactly
figure out
it
who the
was.
fuck it was. I think it was Jude Bolton. Could have been. It wasn't Richo. I don't think it was Richo.
No, I thought it might have been Selwood as well.
Could have been Selwood,
Yeah.
Jude Bolton. But
Someone from the Channel 7 team.
he literally says, because who is it? Fucking BT
Is the lead.
was saying something about how Sam Mitchell still can't relax with 30 seconds to go. And then, the sideline commentator or the third wheel commentator said, something like they're home now, but he had some nervous moments. Fucking hell, man. I don't think I've seen a finish like that for a long time where there's...
With that
it never
little
happens
time left.
anymore because there's 30 seconds, you just congest the
That's
footy
right.
and it doesn't move.
Someone just dives onto it and you get a minute left and you're just like, nah. You can tell very quickly if the ball's going to be getting down to the 50 that fast. And that is shit defense to be not that like intensely marking and getting around the ball to stop that ball from getting out with 24 seconds left.
Oh,
That's
man.
fucking impressive to get from one end of the field to the other and get 2 goals in that quick time. But
So, this is what I've mentioned to Kingy.
oh, yeah.
At 17:12 on Sunday, 5:12. Interesting score in the football, young Matthew.
Wow.
And then next message, I would hate to trout early. Fuck! And
Is there a carton on it?
Nah, there wasn't, but I was buying a schooner. He said, mate, I know, surprised you hadn't messaged me earlier, still time. And I said, still plenty of time. And there was just enough.
It was a long
Just
way
enough
to the
fucking
end of the
time.
game.
Oh, man, hurt me. I didn't watch it, obviously, but I watched the fucking mini and obviously heard what had happened before I watched it. And, yeah, not ideal. Look at that worm. Look at it. That's us. That's them. Winning.
No. Right then.
Ah,
And the last game of the
well.
round.
Now this was unreal to watch.
The definition of it
Long.
is yes,
Long Quino. Oh, we're all 4 of us are up shit creek in the AFL this
That's
week.
right. Yeah, Quino's D's.
D's are in trouble.
Mate, I got a message
35.
from where the fuck is it? I'll get it up. Got a message from I'll just find it. It's from Craigie, who fucking took me to the footy. I'm just trying to find it here. Took me to the footy in Melbourne.
Mm-hmm.
He said, where is it? Fun fact, every time Melbourne has played under NAM, which is the Indigenous name,
Yep.
they have never won an AFL game. It's like a bit of
How long have they been doing that for?
fucking years.
Yeah.
And then he finished it with, it may be a long trip to Perth.
I
So,
think, yeah.
is that an omen now? Like, not that it fucking matters, but it's just
No.
one of those superstitious things that people notice, pick up over time.
You start to pick up on reasons why you're losing to
Yeah.
West Coast, but he's just forgetting
It's long.
one fact that
It is
quite a large distance.
Did you see-
from Melbourne to Perth?
I think highlight, obviously, of the whole game was that fucking Harley Reid centre clearance and goal.
Mate, he is
Bounced it 3 times, ran away from Christian Petrarca like he
and
was
Clary
fucking,
as well. He made Clayton Oliver look slow. Just
Oh, and then slotted it.
He's
He's played 10
can't
games.
remember a fucking time I saw a goal that like mind blowing.
Chris Judd. This is the last time,
Oh yeah,
I reckon.
or Benny Cousins. That's what it was like.
Yeah, but like in their first year,
Yeah. And the similarities of West Coast as well, they're all just fucking blowing their load thinking about the past
no.
of Benny Cousins
I
and
know.
Chris Judd. So
it's awesome for them. I just hope that he fucking is loving it over there for their
surely.
sake.
Yeah.
Because to
hopefully he's
Loving
got
it
a great
long.
play 10 games, man, and to do that at the highest level
Yeah.
is like,
looks like
holy
someone who's
fuck.
played 10 seasons. To do it to Petrarca as well. Petrarca's like, that's my fucking thing. And
Excuse
you
me.
the big
Come here.
don't argue, get off me.
And then run away
the
from him.
pace to
While
kick one-
bouncing it.
While bouncing to kick the fucking watch that, Isaac Rankin. That's what you're meant to do, mate. That thing where you let the ball go and it comes back up to you. And then to kick it from like 40 odd out on the
Yeah.
run like that. That was a fucking amazing goal. And they
Unreal.
got the win too, so good on him. But yeah, hopefully he's got a great house, he's got family visiting him, he's got a good group of mates in Perth because he could want to go back home to Melbourne
He
on
will.
a long flight.
He will not be long.
Yes.
Not live long.
Live long. Righto. Awesome. Let's move straight in to the boxing, boys. We struggled our way through and we were watching the fight. Look, the analysis may not have been elite because we were fucking trying to keep our eyelids open, but we were up and we were there and we were doing it. So, awesome fight straight away. Awesome fight.
100%, man.
Seen a few different scorecards. I think the first couple, hard. I'm not a judge. Don't know how to do it. The next 4, Fury all over him. Like 3, 4, 5, 6, it was one-way traffic, and you're like, yep,
Usyk had nothing.
He'll just beat him now. Like, he'll just keep doing this for a few rounds, and it'll be over because you only got to win fucking 7 or 8 rounds. And then, the 9th, I think Usyk actually won the 8th. Definitely won the 8th, possibly won the 7th as well. The fight sort of turned, and then that 9th round was fucking unreal.
Well,
like, to watch a big 6'9" long, proper,
fucking long,
just fucking wobbling all over the place is a sight.
Saved by the rope.
Well,
man.
the way I
waiting for him to drop.
Well, the way I saw it was that it should have been, because I always thought that it's either, if they stay standing and they're that fucked and it gets stopped before they've hit the ground, it's like stop as in the fight's over.
Yeah.
Or if they hit the ground, or glove touches the ground, or knee hits the ground, it's fucking the count. But not a glove, not a knee, nothing at the ground.
It was
I thought he waved
it was
it
the
off.
standing 8 count.
So, but what?
Well, I knew
there
what it
shouldn't
was
be a
because it
there
happened to
isn't
Darcy.
that.
So.
No.
There isn't that in
but that's
professional boxing.
That's what
so
I'm
it
getting
was
at.
just-
I'm like, really, why? If he's going to call anything, it should have been called off.
Yeah.
So the fact that happened and it got to the end there, I'm going, fuck, it's going to be dramas if
Usyk doesn't
Fury.
win.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think the right decision happened there because I thought
He still won.
yeah.
Like, put all that aside. Let's say he did get knocked down, which he didn't, but let's say he did. He still won.
yeah.
So I reckon, 100%.
Yeah.
Right.
Great fight, though,
Well,
like you said.
it was close, but
Yeah. Oh, fucking
so
oath
that
it was.
10th round, Jason and I were sitting there going, fuck, he's like, he had the minute in the corner to recover,
Yeah.
but that wouldn't have been enough.
Fuck
But
no, he was
Usyk
still
came
out of
out
it.
so cautious in that 10th and gave him like the whole round. And you almost would have given the 10th to Fury. Like, I was like, oh, no, maybe not. He copped a couple of pretty good, decent shots. But he jabbed and fucking moved and, like, I'm like, holy
Usyk should have
shit.
pressured the fuck out
I
of
thought
him.
he would have.
Kind of
Well, I
stood
thought he
back a
would
bit,
have.
Yeah.
Obviously, it worked
It still
out.
worked out, but Fury took him a good solid 4 or 5 minutes to come back, and the fight was pretty
exactly.
much done by then.
Anyway, I thought the 11th, Fury probably won the 11th, and then who knows in the 12th. But, unreal. They have to do it again.
100%.
They're both obligated to do it again, so I hope it happens quickly because you never know with these things. Like, Fury's going, yep, November. But, fuck, man, the longer they drag
But
it
it's not even going to be undisputed for the next one.
Yeah, I know that.
Which
But
is shit.
that's
Like
all right.
Usyk, look, it read something today where it was like 2 weeks or something. It's
2 or
looking
3
at-
weeks he
I'm
gets
like,
stripped of the
fuck off.
IBF, yeah.
You fucking weird cunts. Finally got them
wrap
all
my
together.
hand around it,
Give me your belt back. Fuck off.
So
Well,
where
he
does it go? The IBF just holds the belt.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd be talking
He
about
gets
my
stripped
ass.
of it. He has to fight. Don't know his name. He has to fight him next, which he isn't allowed to do because he has to fight Fury next.
Yeah.
As a rematch clause. So
I think they
anyway.
like get that fight out of the way, and then if Fury lost that again, it's hard to.
Well, then
I think they've kind of fucked up their chance of doing Fury AJ.
no, they haven't. Because if
Like,
he
he can
loses
still
to
do it.
Usyk again
Usyk beat AJ
twice, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like you got to. Tyson could easily just fucking retire. He's got that much
What's-
money now. He's
what's
into
his
the back
name?
end.
Big John, the big fucking weapon,
Oh.
reckons that fucking Tyson will never ever fight in the UK ever again
Why?
because he just doesn't. The Brits
What,
are
too much respect for each other?
No, he calls the Brits turncoats, and like they are at the end of the day. They fucking as soon as their
something
player
goes
or
wrong,
their team
yep.
wasn't going right, they fucking turn on them.
That's right.
And
Well, who the
he-
fuck are they going to turn on if there's two Poms going at it?
Well, yeah, I think he's more aiming it towards the fucking boxing sanctions and like all that sort of shit. And anyway,
Yeah, I think
But
Eddie
yeah,
Hearn would be
good
licking
fight
his lips
anyway.
for them to
Awesome
fight.
It was
fight.
fucking unreal.
awesome
I'm
fight.
keen to see the rematch, to be
Exactly
honest.
what you wanted to see.
And it was just great seeing how much it meant to Usyk. Like, mate, he was fucking just...
Yeah, especially with his dad and all
Yeah,
that.
that's right.
Sure.
And, hey, Jai Opetaia, world
Yeah.
champ.
The weird too.
Bit of a scare there at the end, but
yeah, mate,
fucking-
didn't he come back good in the last two?
yeah, fuck.
But, mate, good on him. It's
Yeah.
fucking great to see.
Yeah, fucking oath. IBF, I think.
Yeah. Fuck.
One of the cunts.
One of them.
He got the IBF.
One of the 17.
The cruiserweight. So
Good on him.
yeah, awesome to see. World champ. He's another one who just literally does it all for his family. So
Yes.
And isn't the most hyped up one, like
Yeah.
at the moment, I think, am I talking about me ass saying he's the only Australian world champion at the moment? Like male anyway? Pretty sure.
don't
Just-
know, but
Man,
I know
as
that
a
there's
bloke
a
who
couple of
likes to make
females.
shit up, just
No, that's
fucking
what I'm
hold on
saying,
to it.
male.
Yeah, righto.
But I mean,
Stick to your guns.
but yeah, righto, he is
Yes.
the only male world
Great
champion. You heard
Fuck
it here
yeah.
first. But you think of the ones who are pumped up the most by our media and our mainstream people, he's definitely not.
Well,
No,
I didn't know till a couple of days before he was fighting on that card.
Yeah.
One of the biggest in the
But
fucking world.
Good on him.
Like, where was
He
the
always
Australian
seems to get on
coverage?
them, on them cards, which is
Yep.
good.
Yeah.
Prime.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sweet as. Well, we also had the PGA Championship on the weekend.
We
Jace.
did. We did.
Xander Schauffele finally got his first major. He's always sniffing.
He's always been around that
sniffing
top
around.
10.
Well deserved. He birdied the last hole to beat Bryson DeChambeau.
Bryson
so-
was warming up for the playoff as
Yeah,
well.
and he played unreal in the last round as well.
7 under on Sunday is a fucking massive feat.
It was good to see. That shot that just won him the title in the end, where unlucky off the tee that his ball didn't roll into the bunker because obviously it's better for him to be in there, hit it out, whatever. It was right on the lip, so he had to stand in the bunker, club down right down on his shaft, and still made a full swing and fucking drilled it.
Pured it.
Just pured
Absolutely
it.
pure.
Would have hit it fucking 200 yards.
Oh, true.
And then chip on, putt in for birdie. Won his first major, so well done.
Yeah,
To
and,
big Xander.
Scotty Scheffler's got a new business idea, the old Friday Orange.
Yeah. Scotty Scheffler got arrested on his way to the course
On
to
Friday.
play because unfortunately there was a fucking really bad accident and someone had passed away. And he thought he was being told, he thought he was doing what he was told to do. He was being instructed to do shit by the police, like by the traffic control and whatever. And he thought he was doing what he was being told, but he wasn't. So they arrested him and took him to jail
Yep.
and put him in a jumpsuit and got a mugshot
Mugshot,
and
everything.
And then he was warming up for his round in jail, like in
Wow.
a cell.
He was stretching and everything.
He ended
like-
up making his round by like just,
It's a fucking good yarn.
and then shot fucking
The
six
bloke
under
is-
the cunt.
fucking as straight as an arrow too, like
Yeah.
big religious man, just had a kid, and yeah.
I don't understand when there's a misunderstanding. Surely you don't just arrest.
Was it? Do
Do
you
we
reckon it
do
was
that?
just because he was high profile?
Do we do that shit? Like, if our police do the same thing, if we do have a misunderstanding, they can't
Surely
arrest us, can they?
they've got. Well, you'd think their main focus and problem is the crash in front of them, not let's go get him. He ignored
It
us.
wasn't like, yeah, exactly. It wasn't like they were suspected him
yeah,
of
that's
being
right.
involved.
The cunt just wanted to go
Oh, it was
and potentially win a major.
Strange.
But
But anyway,
he still did pretty well considering he got that. Like I think he shot like
goes and
11 or
shoots
12
fucking
under.
6 under that day.
Yeah.
The only thing that fucked him was the third round. He shot one over,
Yeah, first like bogey.
but he never blamed any
Round
of that
and wall.
on. You know, he never.
no.
He
Well,
came out in an interview and said,
I
like,
think-
I played badly. It obviously wasn't ideal to have that on my mind the whole time, but yeah, I just had a bad round.
Yeah, the shock to know that it was from avoiding like police direction. When I first woke up after staring at my eyelids pretty well for fucking 2 hours, to see that Scotty Scheffler in an orange jumpsuit mug photo was a bit of a what
Yeah, and all the
fuck?
headline says is he's been
Yeah.
arrested.
It's
and
not
you're
like
just
with
"What?"
Tiger where you go, oh, okay, well, who's he fucked now? Like, it was Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah, strange.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's.
He was waiting.
That's all I can think about.
Didn't even listen to any of the goals.
Just itching to fucking move.
Oh, righto, boys. Now, this is fucking big time. This, I reckon. This is pressure on It's 1-1.
Well,
Yeah.
this is the decider, pretty much.
It's the decider. It's 1-1.
Yep.
There was a lot of motorsport on the weekend. Like
was there?
F1, there was V8s. It was fucking on. And
So
it
this
was
clip will go
good
fucking
quality.
long.
Great finish in the F1, by the way.
Yep.
It was like a 1 and 2 up there. First time for fucking ages that there's actually been a bit of a battle at the end of a race between first and second.
So pretty much heaps for him to tell us in a good,
Yeah, fuck
up
yeah. And I'm
about.
backing him in.
Yeah, me too. Look,
Righto, Zaki.
it's
This
Come
is
on.
your chance.
Zaki boy.
How long we got?
You'll see.
Okay.
Fucking righto, Reggies. Fire up. We're here for the motorsport fucking segment. Anyway, F1 and F2 were over in Imola. F2 was relatively interesting, but by far the most interesting part was when half the field forgot how to drive into turn one, forgot how to drive in a straight line. Spectacular shunt. F1, Oscar was fast all weekend and was set up for a good race, but got double-teamed by K-Mag and Romain Grosjean. He held K-Mag up in qualifying and Grosjean towed Verstappen to a fucking pole. Ricciardo qualified 9th. The race, not much happened really, and for the first 45 laps it was pretty mundane. Piastri got a nice undercut on Sainz, but Piastri needs to learn how to save his tyres a bit. Norris, anyway, was good on his fucking tyres and made it an interesting last 10 to 15 laps. He wound Verstappen in from 7.25 seconds away, and on the last lap, if he had 2 more laps, I reckon we would have had a Norris back-to-back win, which would have been brilliant to see, even though he's a pommy fuckwit. Anyway, he ends up coming second to Verstappen by 0.25 of a second. Leclerc third, Piastri fourth, and Ricciardo 13th had a shit run. We had the supercars this weekend. The last race for supercars was in New Zealand. You wouldn't know about it because fucking the big G1 forgot to mention it. Oh, for G1, by the way, I thought we were just going to blow past the whole I fucked up a name thing because you fucked up mine, but we'll move on. You got it right in the end. It is Zakiah. Anyway,
fuck.
Race 1 for supercars. The start of the race, side by side with Ryan Woods and Chaz Mostert all the way through the first couple of corners. Richie Stanaway missed a gear and got turned into the fucking wall. I think it was a fuel pump issue, actually, but it looked like he missed a gear. Anyway, Mostert wins the race.
Nice.
Brown, Waters, Wood, then Brock Fanny. Race 2, Waters got the initial jump, then shat the bed running wide, letting Mostert through. Brown unloaded Randall and copped 5 seconds. Mostert copped 5 seconds. So Waters 1, Mostert 2nd, the big Brown, Davidson, Randall were the top 5. Super 2, very big weekend for Super 2. Race 1, everyone was driving like a fucking window licker, and Alan wins to Murray, then a good mate of mine, Master Bates. Alan is also a nice mate of mine. He's a good kid. I used to race against him back in my karting days. Race 2 was even better. After 2 red flags, someone blew an engine up and dropped oil everywhere. And the second one, my old teammate, Cameron McLeod. He's a fuckhead. I don't like him very much. He was a little spoilt cunt when we were racing, as most karting kids are. And he drove himself onto his roof with possibly one of the biggest shunts I've ever seen. I don't know what the go is with that fucking family and just wrecking race cars. His brother did the same thing to a brand new Formula Ford at Phillip Island 2 years ago. Anyway, boys, get the fucking clip up and have a look at this cunt block himself onto his roof. It was brilliant for me to watch. I was happy. Unfortunately, he walked away. No, lucky he walked away. Probably shouldn't say that, but I'm glad he walked away. Anyway, Master Bates, again, wins it. Zach Bates is his actual name, but Master Bates, as it appears in my phone, wins his first ever Super 2 race and the round, followed by Vito and Vangar. Speedway on in Sydney this weekend. I'll be there. I'll be in my Alpha Blokes hat because I haven't got an RRLC one yet. Well, what the fuck? But if you see me, I'll be with my dad and my pop, all 3 fucking Reggies. Big Reg, medium Reg, and little Reg. I am the little Reg.
Kiss 'em all.
As far as sheep shaggers are concerned this weekend, Scott McLaughlin poled it in the Indy 500. That's a good weekend. That's all that happened this weekend. It's at 4 minutes. So, Tommy, wake up. It's time for you to care.
Well,
Right, I need to go back and listen to old mate who he just
Was
absolutely
it Cam
bathed.
McLeod? Is that what he said?
McLeod. I remember McLeod.
Right.
I just want to get the name right because I'm going to reach out to him for a return serve there.
Oh,
because that was, I thought he was joking at
Same.
the start and he was
I
not.
thought it was a drive-by, but he full buried
that was a
cunt.
fucking not a drive-by. That was a, I hate you.
Passionate, I do not like you.
And he was fucking not serious about the little, unfortunately, walked away comment. Obviously, he was joking about that.
We're very sarcastic on this show.
Because
so,
I'm sure that there,
I loved it.
the old walked
I thought it was
away
funny.
thing is like the old number one fear, obviously, in a fucking race
Yep.
with cars. But that
He was joking.
That was great.
Yeah, he's back.
That was great.
He's back.
At
Look,
one point, he started to get into a bit too
He's
much
back.
information, and I was just like, I don't know these cunts.
then like the window
and then
licker,
he
bang
just
on back.
bang on back,
That
and
was
then
good, that was
fucking
gold.
I
bang,
loved
bang,
how,
cop that
like
McLeod.
last week, it's just like a coach. Well, there's like 3 coaches just giving one player a bath last
Yeah,
week,
yeah,
and he
yeah.
just comes in, no mention of it.
No mention.
Straight into his work. So,
Yeah.
mate, good on you.
That's what I love.
You kept your spot.
There's never any fucking mention
Nah.
of the last week.
Yeah,
it's
he
just
didn't.
bang.
He didn't
straight,
complain.
Straight
say
back in
like,
the
"Oh, I'm sorry, boys." It's just right.
No,
Watch.
didn't want an apology.
Fuck no. That's
Just
my
thought
point.
he might have fucking clipped us back, you know?
And how is it, Zakiah?
Zakiah, yeah. Which I nailed every time, no doubt.
Don't know what he's talking about.
Well, good on you, mate. Thanks for
Fucking
your
oath.
input this week.
Fucking
Yeah,
oath.
he's definitely 2-1.
That
now.
was great.
2-1 for the better.
I cannot get over that fucking run over. Wouldn't even call it a drive-by.
Run over and bury.
That was a run over. Holy. Righto, we need to put the tips in.
Let's tip.
We need to put the tips in, and we need to do it fucking quick.
Yeah.
Right. Let's
Righto,
put 'em
speed
in.
run. Bulldogs, Dragons, Thursday night.
Bulldogs.
Dragons.
I will be picking the doggies.
Dragons.
Dragons.
Yep.
I think there's a few players in this Bulldog team
Oh,
that
here's a
will
real stinker.
want to prove himself for Origin. Yeah, wow.
Who you
Great.
tipping? But dogs?
Doggies, yeah.
Cowboys, Tigers.
Look, I'm
Cowboys.
going to tip the cows.
Me too.
Great game. And then Friday night, Manly, Melbourne at 4 Pines, Brookvale.
I'm going Manly at 4 points.
I'm going
at
Melbourne.
Brookie. At Brookie.
We're on Melbourne. Jerome Hughes is back.
Munster's out.
Yep. Saturday. Saturday afternoon in Canberra, Raiders take on Roosters.
Great game. Great time slot that.
Do you know what it is? It's not that long, but it's fucking cold.
Oh, it
3
would be
o'clock though.
freezing this time of the year.
Sorry to shit on you.
Yeah, well, I'll get
You're right.
fucked. The sun's up. It's hot as fucking.
the weather.
I'm going to tip the Chooks.
Yeah, Chooks as well.
Yeah,
Oh, look at this for a game.
This is a fucking cracker.
Is it flat track bully territory?
It is, but are they a flat track bully anymore? Are they just a bully?
I'm tipping them. Sharkies for me. Sharks are playing Penrith, by the way.
Honestly,
We just go, how's a look at this for a game?
I'm purely going to do this because Penrith lost last week and that would have stung them. So they are going to want to turn up this week.
But they've still got fucking J. Cole playing.
Yeah, big spewer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I reckon
Now-
Penrith will get it done in a fucking ripper of a game.
Really?
Watch that.
I'm
yeah.
going the Sharks. Now, good luck tipping this next cunt.
Is this? Do they know where this is being played? Like, why is this called
Unless
TBA?
TBA is a stadium.
It's
Yeah.
a TB advised stadium.
No one wants them.
They're gonna lose money because they'll have to turn the lights on.
Groper, what normally happens, no matter who
the
the fucking
fuck?
team is, when the coach gets resold the game after.
Well, it says a call on the NRL app, so they'll get a fucking massive crowd there.
Bunnies stink, and go on the old coach gets resold, the boys turn up
Yeah,
theory.
that was exactly what I was going to say.
Oh, but this is the Bunnies' chance.
Oh, fucking.
This is their chance.
Nah.
No.
They're gonna win. I'm tipping them.
Really?
I'm tipping the Bunnies. Yep.
Fucking hell.
Oh,
Are you G itching it or just going bunny straight up?
I just think the Bunnies. This is it. This is their one. Because we've been going. When are they gonna win one? This is it.
I will only tip them for the spoon for the rest of the year. Sunday, you two will be ripping in at this game. Brisbane take on Titans at
Have a
Suncorp.
go at the percentages here.
91
Might buy a
to
Titans
1.
jersey.
Yeah, go on.
Tip them then.
Nah.
Yeah, Brisbane.
Yeah, I'm tipping the Bronx. We actually lost this fixture last year. I remember it.
We
Sunday
did.
afternoon.
Yep, the exact same.
We
one,
lost. It
which
was-
makes me kind of nervous because Titans. Look, if we can be leading by halftime, we should have no problem.
Yeah, or if
But
we're
even
down,
if we aren't,
or if we're down by 30, we
that's
should be
right.
right.
Like it's just a matter of if we have enough time. And then
Fuck the Bros.
I think-
Let's go. Fins up.
is this purely because they beat your boys, or
Yeah, they started
But the
it.
Finns
They
are playing
fucking
prime.
started it again.
Finns are in the
Is
top 4.
the curse back?
The Finns are in the top 4, boys.
Have the Bros
Fins up.
fucked you at Magic Round and now the curse is back?
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Finns
We,
top
time
4.
will tell.
I'm tipping
Fins
New
up.
Zealand.
Fins up. Go, media. Is this in New Zealand?
It's at
Yeah.
Mount Dumb.
Well, no
Yeah,
one's
Mount
left there,
Dumb.
so fucking be no crowd. Fins up.
Honestly, I'm gonna go Finns too, man.
I need to make ground.
Oh, ground needs to be made.
Although I'm still only 11 back, and I feel like I've been around that
Finn
8.
is still up. Finn will be up until Sunday night.
I think he's picking the Finns.
Yeah, really? AFL tips
Yeah.
Thursday night. Doggies and Sydney. Sydney.
Oh, is it ground?
Fuck no.
Doggies
you just
just
said
been
that-
finished carrying
You just
on
said
about-
that they're premiership favourites, and now you're gonna make ground on the Dogs.
Yeah, but they'll win now. You watch.
Is it long?
Fuckwits.
Ooh.
Oh.
Is it long?
Well, they're only coming from Adelaide.
Yeah, but it's still
It's
long.
Collingwood.
Yeah, who played?
They didn't fucking stay there, surely.
Oh no, they played at the G.
They played at the G anyway, and why would they stay in Adelaide the whole week when it's a 1-hour flight home?
Nah, well, true.
It's
sorry,
long.
I
It's
thought they were.
long.
Yeah, that makes it just really long.
It is long.
Yeah, especially because you get Freo. It's Freo.
Yeah.
$2 for Collingwood as well. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
See, so they,
look what you're getting.
Well,
for
the bookies know that it's long, man.
I know.
They've
The bookies-
listened to us.
The bookies have done their long form.
Yeah. And then Saturday, Carlton
you're getting
Suns.
$3 for the fucking Gold Coast. Are you kidding?
Yeah, but that is fucking long.
They just-
Darwin to Gold Coast to Melbourne.
True.
They love the hot weather footy, and it is not hot in Melbourne at
Carlton
the
are
moment.
just up and down like a fucking yo-yo, though.
Yep, and I think they'll be up this week.
Righto, I'll tip them. Their Marvel form's been all right.
Yeah. Carlton, righto, and then at Blundstone Arena.
Wow. I would absolutely love if we were with the one and only Matthew John King this weekend and North beat Port. That would
Well, it could happen.
make
Be
my
huge.
fucking year.
Port.
Sorry, Kingy.
It's got to be Port.
But fuck yeah, you shouldn't have won on the weekend.
Sunday.
Oh, here we
This
go.
is still Saturday, I think. Sorry. Yeah, Geelong take on GWS at Cardinia Park.
Oh,
Battle of teams that started well and are declining in form.
this should be first, second, but it's not.
No, it's just a couple of.
Because-
I'm going
chokers.
Geelong.
Yeah.
Are ya?
Yeah.
Because it's just short. It's
Geelong.
just short to GMHBA
It's,
Stadium.
it's a short drive from your house to
Righto, I'll tip
Cardinia.
'em.
And then you
Hey,
got,
dream time at the G, boys.
Yeah, this is a fucking
This will be a
ripper
great
of a
game. They do some awesome stuff pre-game.
The pre-game will be awesome for Richmond, but the 80 minutes of footy
Might be
will
long.
not be.
I think it's a bit longer than 80 in
Yeah,
the
it
AFL,
ends up
but
being longer. Essendon.
I'm going Essendon.
They're in
too.
form. They'll continue the form.
Ooh.
Ooh, Sunday at Marvel.
Are
Hawks.
we playing well enough to
No.
take on?
I'm tipping the Rooters after they just humped
But
Richmond.
you know what it should be? Like, I know it's not. We lost. But we should have won 3 in a row. And then what would you do?
No.
But we didn't.
Tipping the Rooters.
So
Look, you aren't playing terrible footy, but
Yeah.
I think after that big win,
I think we'll be
the
down.
Lions-
We will be flat.
the Lions are going to find their groove now.
We will be
and they'll,
very flat.
they'll creep into top 8 footy.
I'll tip the Lions, unfortunately.
Can never fathom it. And then you've got Melbourne taking on St Kilda. Melbourne.
You'd think Melbourne will come out
They're
and
gonna bounce
destroy
back.
them because
Melbourne.
they'll have to bounce back.
Yep.
Here we go.
They have to bounce back. St Kilda are fucking shite.
I think the Crows are playing.
Are they?
You're getting 460 for West Coast, Jace.
That is huge. If this was at... So to raise me before you say
Keep
it.
going.
If this was at Optus, I would probably tip West Coast. But it is not. It is at the Nest, and I'm going Crows. Tom, who are you
That
tipping?
sounds like a fucking velociraptor.
Yeah, it sounds like a dinosaur.
Yeah, and that's how we're going to behave this weekend. We're going to tear these
Turn into
bastards
one.
a new hole.
Yeah, look, I think the smart money's on Adelaide, but when you've got a side that's just gone and beaten fucking
if
Melbourne
you
Demons.
needed to make some ground this weekend,
That's
this
right.
would be one you would kind of look
And
at.
because it's not that long for West
No,
Coast to
it's
go to
really
Adelaide,
not
it's
that
fucking
long.
short.
This is
I'm
a
tipping it.
short
I'm going to tip him.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck you.
Nah, I can't do it at Adelaide Oval. It'll be the Crows.
Righto.
Is
That
all of them?
fucking thing is going to get smashed into fucking
Yeah.
pieces.
We'll come in one day and it'll be obliterated.
At one point this year.
Well, if Adelaide beat Hawthorn, I have a feeling you'd reach across and smash it over his
I'll
head.
fucking tape a button down for this.
You know, I actually was
Just
looking into
replace the
this the other
batteries.
day, Tommy Dale, on when we play you, and it is next weekend.
Oh, is it?
Saturday the 1st of June, 1:45 at the MCG. So not this weekend, next weekend.
Yeah, right.
So you should sit there the whole time and just spam the button in his ear.
Anyway, we'll get to that.
Righto, that's tips done.
Yeah, look, I'm just going to pick one of these up this week. One of our biggest supporters, been with us from the start, boys. The Standard Squeeze team
Yep.
from down in country Victoria. They were sick of it. They were sick of taking glass spirit bottles. I found out this has all come about, not big beer drinkers, more spirit drinkers.
That
Clearly.
makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense,
Yeah.
doesn't it? And yeah, they were sick of it. So they got rid of the glass. They got rid of the glass camping, boating, to a party, whatever. The annoyance of measuring shots out with let's say you're using a shot glass, it's a pain in the ass. It fucking
Or the
pours.
annoyance of blacking out drunk because you're free pouring.
Exactly. All those. They've eliminated them all and they've given you the standard squeeze. It's similar to your old school 2-stroke bottle of oil with your measuring chamber that you literally pull the lid off and you squeeze your shot, boys.
It's really
and
simple.
girls. Plenty of sizes, plenty of sized bottles and sized chambers. And by that, I mean you can get your 1-shot, double shot, 100 mil, which is actually almost 3.5 shots for all the tough Reggies out there. It's made from food grade plastic. Go and get around it so you can pour yourself a 2-stroke and Coke. I'm bringing that back because that was one of our first
fuck
fucking
yeah.
slogans we ran with. The Reggies get a nice little 15% discount when you use the code Reggie15 at checkout at thestandardsqueeze.com. Go get around Ash and the team. They support us and we love supporting them.
Fucking
That's
oath.
right. And you not only, if you don't use that code, you're not just losing money, but use it because it helps Ash and that know that the
That
Reggies
the guys are
are
using it.
buying them. That's
And
right.
another thing we've been loving is some people posting some stuff in the RRLC, you know?
Fuck
And
yeah.
Ash gets back to you on all of them
He's
too.
always commenting back. That's
Comments
right.
back, let you know how he appreciates it. So, look, get around them. We love them. They're a
If
family.
you don't have one by now, what the fuck are you really doing?
They're literally the epitome of an Aussie family having a go and starting a fucking business that they think is going to succeed, and it has. So
Fucking oath.
it's
Legends.
I love it. I absolutely love it. So what did we decide? Because we tried to fucking come up
Whoever
with a
the
squeeze.
fuck said that.
Yeah,
thing
we
with the-
couldn't work out the commentator's name that with 30 seconds to go
Is it
said.
unfair to give it to Isaac Rankin for that?
It's got to be that fucking commentator, man. I
Yeah.
just,
Yeah, it's
someone
whoever
tell
that
me
was.
who it was. I think it was Jude Bolton, but I don't want to just throw Big Jude under the bus.
It's not. So I think it's fair enough that we don't know who it is because it's not a voice that just strikes and you go, oh yeah. they're
yeah, I know,
here
and we
every
listened to it
fucking
a lot
game.
of times.
Yeah, we tried.
It
But,
could be a few people.
Whoever put the mocker on Hawthorn definitely wasn't their fault.
No,
it was the commentator's
it was
fault.
the commentator's
so you're getting the
curse.
squeeze.
That was proper though. That was like a
Textbook commentators curse.
Textbook. They're home now, but gee, there were some nervous moments.
Well, it wasn't like 10 minutes out where you go, oh, what the fuck are you doing? It was 24 seconds.
I know
How-
they should have been home, but just they weren't.
Like, how the fuck?
Yeah, righto.
So,
thanks.
yeah.
Cheers.
Squeeze.
Righto. CTC.
Mate,
Country Trucker Caps.
And yeah, this legend was steaming around Magic
Wasn't he?
Round.
Man's a freak.
Fucking
Just
hell.
fucking
Freaking nature.
MVP, just ripped and teared. You can never.
It depends what you're judging your MVP off, but I mean,
Yeah,
he goes close every time.
yeah, that's right.
Yep.
But look, fucking, he supports us. Has for a long time. Makes the best lids in the fucking country. So CTC captain of the week this week. Who are we thinking?
Well, I thought
captain.
we'll just give it to Usyk because he's the first undisputed heavyweight champion
Yeah,
in 25
That's
years.
fucking
What about
fair.
Rugby League?
Rugby League could also be captain
Just
of the
captain.
That
week.
whole weekend, you got, like, you can say Brisbane, you can say NRL, but the real captain was just Rugby
True,
League.
that is a good shout.
Yeah, go Rugby,
Rugby
League.
fucking league.
Say too, if you want to support the Knuckler, head to countrycompanies.com. He's got fuckloads of designs there that are
Saw
unreal.
plenty
to chuck
of them
on
this
your dome.
weekend as well.
Fucking oath.
Fuck
and
yeah.
then countrytruckercaps.com to design your own. But yeah, I think Rugby League, boys.
Righto, Rugby League's
Rugby
the
League
captain.
prevails once again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Righto. Look, we'll wrap it up there. Hope you fucking had a cracking listen. We will see you on Thursday for a big preview of Doomben Cup,
G1
Bucks
stakes.
weekends, the G1 stakes, which is actually going to be what the MVP will win for the weekend because it's my Bucks, so it's named after me.
Just like he wants it.
There's 17 runners in the field, which we'll go through a few of the really good ones that we've come up with.
Let us know if there's any late scratchings.
And by 17 runners in the field, I'm talking about the boys
Yeah,
that
yeah.
are going for MVP. Fully just taking the boys' idea that we met off the weekend because it's a fucking belter.
And shouting them out, though, like that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He
Full
gave them the
shout
credit.
out.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Yeah, there's an 18th runner that needs to be added,
Oh.
and it's me because I'm not doing my own odds.
True.
And
Yeah.
I'm not doing my own spiel. So someone else can fucking sort that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, big preview of not only the Doomben Cup, but the G1 stakes. Righto. See you Friday morning.
Hooray.